Where do we want to even begin tackling this? Like,
Seconds.
We're gonna
I
start.
know, I heard you. I'm
It's
giving you a
called
few
a
seconds. I'm talking slow.
recap.
Let,
Fuck.
No,
let
the recap has to
GM
be
talk.
on screen
No, I mean,
too.
like, this entire thing is gonna be
No,
a giant recap.
Let Fluffy talk.
You don't get to say no. You don't get to
No.
deny that.
We started with the hero that never was, and then we'll get into everything else.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I think my thing's actually first.
It is.
Yeah.
But the DM says so.
Well, we already agreed to that.
DM agreed to this.
Yeah, but we didn't know. The DM had to tell us.
But okay,
That-
I'm.
Not even the DM crying.
Started with the hero that never was.
Cries in DM.
And then we will try and get through the mess that is the reset.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And
Looking forward to this.
we
man.
go back to redo a monk.
Spence got started over
I
again.
guess.
I hope you appreciate that one, Speth.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What I just sent you.
I'll think about it.
For the record, I
Okay.
just messaged him crying in DMs instead of cries in DM.
Okay. So should I start now?
Whenever you wish.
All right. So I actually started this project like 5 days ago. So this is kind of a rush order. But yeah, this is the hero that never was. Let me tell you the twisted tale of a tabaxi named Star. Star was born into the tribe of sleeping marshes, under a night which held no stars, earning him the full name of Starless Night. His father, Capricious Fish, and mother, Moonside Pool, raised the jubilant child alongside his cousin, Exalted Frog, with the help from his aunt and uncle, Rain of Leaves and Cliff Love Snake. He lived a rambunctious life full of fun and play. That is, until the squid-faced came to swallow their village. They came with mental might, able to twist their warriors' thoughts and ensnare their minds. Those able to fight the squid-faced had their skulls cracked open and their brains devoured. It was in this way that his uncle and mother were consumed on the dark night, so similar to the night he was born under. The tribe was taken into their city, fettered in mind as well as body, and doled out to individuals like parcels of wood. They were not all killed. No, for these mind flayers wished to cultivate their brains, much like his tribe would ferment alcohol to be consumed later. Many years passed for young Star in fear and solitude. He watched on in horror as the older clan members would sometimes be turned into the very things he would now come to call illithids. His own father was among them, and soon took ownership of him. He was poked and prodded mentally and physically by his former father. He called out to him occasionally, seeing if there was any shred of capricious fish left in this squid-faced monster before him. He mentioned his father's talent for the magical arts and his love for his tribe. All this illithid seemed to care for was the magical aspects of his former life. The use of magic was forbidden to illithids, and the Elebrain had sensed its use in this would-be Alhoon. Before he was destroyed, his former father tried to eat Star's mind. But a heroic rescue from his surviving tribesmates yanked Star from the jaws of the Mind Flayer. However, not all of him was saved. Part of his brain was caught in its mouth, permanently scarring the young Tabaxi's mind. Many died during the escape, including his aunt, Rain of Leaves, who stayed to hold off their escape. It was not enough, and by the end of the attempt, the only ones to have escaped were Exalted Frog and Starless Night. Alone, they made it to a city where they became urchins, living a beggar's life, where Star's only friend was a rat named Squeaky Wheel. The lingering damage inflicted upon his mind haunted Star with black tendrils of the Alhoun playing over his thoughts. His cousin was his only saving grace. She was not yet broken and fought for him every day, sometimes literally. It was during one of these fights that ultimately resulted in her death. A gang of humans had been targeting them for a while and had decided they should do something about their cat problem. So they cornered the pair, breaking them no, backing them up against a herd of cattle that was part of the city's Running with the Bulls festival. In a moment of self-sacrifice, his cousin, Exalted Frog, and the last of his tribe, pushed Star into the stampeding herd. Star ran with all his might, desperate to escape, but ultimately failed. His ribs were then crushed and his loins severed. Though he survived the ordeal, much of his body never fully recovered. Likewise would much of his spirit. His only solace was that his rat friend returned to him, but that too was short-lived, as he then was forced to eat Squeaky Wheel to stay alive. And that is when he was roped into fate's hand. He had a raucous adventure with this crew of chaos. It was fun for a time, but they never really understood him, never accepted his way of doing things. When he contracted were-rat lycanthropy, they could not understand why he wanted to keep it. It made him king of rats, allowed him to grow back his missing body parts, and, best of all, could help him make a whole new tribe. He tried to get them to join, but they resisted. At least the succubus he had picked up along the way was helping him reclaim his mind. She was a big help, always encouraging him and letting him better himself. But all things soon came to an end. He knew it was over when a meteor was nearly dropped on his head. So he left them, those adventurers who could have been family, and set off with his rat steward Hamel and his succubus advisor Harlot. With the massive coin he had acquired, Star was able to open a flower shop. Unfortunately for him, his species was allergic to many of the flowers he was selling, and he suffered greatly from hay fever. But it did not dissuade him, as he searched far and wide for new flowers to sell. With the help of Harlot, he was able to venture into other planes of reality to find the rarest of blooms. That is when he found it, or rather, when it found him. The star-born lily. The leaf and the stem of the lily were solid gold. The petals were of an unrecognizable whitish metal, and the heart of the flower was carved out of rubies and diamonds. Beyond being made of precious metals, the lily was very much alive. Harlot speculated that it might be able to produce seeds, creating more gilded lilies. He took a single bloom and sealed it in a full lead box, but its magic had already worked into their minds. The three were now enthralled to this thing. It made Star construct a great crystal palace, which he would fill with adoring fans, their screams proving their admiration for him. But it was not enough for him. He wanted the affection of those he had driven off. So he trailed his old party members, watched as they fought in an arena. Harlot, now lost, helped him form the rest of the seven they would need. Orn, now greed, the River King, now gluttony, Hamel, now sloth. Now bearing the name Envy, Star set out with the others to claim Oz as pride. But during his battle with the adventurers, something went awry. With so much chaotic energy in a confined space, the wild magic of greed called forth the ultimate weapon of chaos, the deck of many things. It descended upon the monk, and a card was pulled. It had a star emblazoned upon its surface, and Star grew jealous. He called upon his sin magic, and a second deck was summoned, descending upon him instead. He drew the Fool and felt himself grow weaker, as his skills drained from him. But he was not done. He drew again, and the fates presented themselves to him. For the first time in his miserable life, he had a say in what was real. For the fates unravel and spin reality's fabric anew, allowing him to void one event as if it never happened. In that brief moment, Star had perfect lucidity. This was the moment his soul was free to decide, and it knew what it wanted. So, let us start over. This is the story of a tabaxi named Star. Star was born into the tribe of Sleeping Marshes under a night which beheld a meteor shower, earning him the name of Star-struck Night. His father, Capricious Fish, and mother, Moonside Pool, raised the jubilant child alongside his cousin, Exalted Frog, with the help of his aunt and uncle, Rain of Leaves and Clifflove Snake. He lived a happy life and seeked to expand the tribe's wealth by exploring new trade options out at sea. He is respected among the tribe as charismatic and compassionate, with a wicked sense of humor. He is betrothed to his first mate, a tabaxi by the name of Parted Clouds, and are expected to marry next summer. He knows nothing of his previous existence, but sometimes between wakefulness and rest, he has visions of his past self. Starless always seems to be smiling at Starstruck in them, and he never knows why. But the vision soon fades, leaving only the lingering feeling of contentment. Thus ends the tale of the Baxi named Starless Night, the hero that never was, as he passes into nothingness. For this story never happened.
That was good. I appreciated all that.
Thanks.
Beautiful.
I was realizing when you were explaining the story how tabaxis named themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they named
Yeah.
themselves by their surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, via omens and portents and all that stuff.
That's why you can get a. That's why you can get a tabaxi named Moon Moon.
Yep. Two full moons.
I'm gonna get one named Double Rainbow.
Yeah, but that's pretty much all there is to say about Starless Night.
Very nice.
So yeah, Starstruck Knight is somewhere out there, being a trader of sorts on the seas. So you might find Captain Star somewhere if we actually end up going to that particular region of the world.
Vise will be the only one.
Yep.
Nope.
No,
he would not.
even Bison.
Vi-
Not even
Bison would
Bison.
Oh no, Vise won't either.
No one would know this person.
That's
The reality
true.
Bison
Fine.
knows the star list
Literally
is
no
without
one.
Yeah,
Star.
you're right. Never mind.
Story wrote things before things were written.
Yeah, that's
Never
why
mind.
only 3 cards were pulled during that
Mhm.
particular story.
Yeah.
The
that's
fourth
right.
card. The fourth card was void, which was pulled by the other envy.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With that,
We get to hear a
Retell the
long-winded
story.
explanation from our DM, who's probably been avoiding this.
what have I been avoiding?
Something.
No, I'm just joking that you're putting off having to retell the entire story in detail now.
Well, it's a good session, guys.
See you next week.
All right, see you guys next week.
Each week we get through like a sentence.
Yup. So in the beginning. Okay, that's it, guys. All right, see you guys.
No, the first week is so. Okay, next week we're gonna
Yep.
continue this
No.
in the. Okay, good one. Next week,
Got two that time.
you just add another word.
We got a lot to get through. Let's
Should I
begin.
get the popcorn for this?
I'm honestly not. I don't have my dice set up because I'm not expecting to need them for about 2 hours.
I have everything set up, including pencil and paper with like blank pages.
I
am
can't
also
give
ready.
my cheese, you will or not. It's honestly.
I have my dice ready just in case.
Notes I will need.
Rolls.
Dice maybe not.
Yeah.
A lot of it is just gonna be kind of role playing.
Cool.
But as we all know, you know, it all began everyone being pulled out of their worlds, found yourselves tied up. You all search for your symbols.
Oh, we're going way back.
Yeah, well,
Yes, we are.
Mm.
you know, all 7. We have 2 tieflings, a half elf. I think.
Yep.
I think one is a half elf.
Yep.
Then we had the edgelord elf.
Nope.
Edgela.
Yeah.
We did not have an edgelord elf.
Oh, you're right. We didn't.
Why didn't you?
Arian played a different character until we got to the other
yeah,
world.
That's
you're
true.
right.
Yeah.
No, you had the kid.
Yeah.
Oz's
But-
favorite.
Yeah, and
Well.
and the well known oh, what the fuck are you called? I keep wanting to
Warforged.
say Golem. Warforged. There we go. That's the word.
I am not a golem.
I'm not a golem.
No, you gotta say it in his voice.
I am not a golem.
There you go.
There it is.
It's Russian?
I had to.
My name is
there-
Jarl Balgruff.
There was a possibility we weren't gonna hear it, so I wanted to force it out of him.
No, like, seriously,
That was-
like this
was-
dude speaks in Jarl Balgruff's voice.
I love that.
Yep, you're welcome.
The point is trying to get that. Yes, we had a Warforged.
Yep.
Mhm.
Instead of a junkless cat.
Yeah.
Instead of a brainless cat.
That too.
It's some brain.
Between
Later
its
on.
teeth.
But yeah, so you went through that whole ordeal, found a rabbit, do, walk do.
Walk it.
Where she stole several panties when we were bathing at
Yep.
the lake.
Oz never got those panties back.
You never will.
Nope.
Never will. So went through the whole ordeal, ended up in a town. and a
Did the weasel thing
vampire.
happen?
What?
The whole like weasel pants thing.
The weasel. Oh yeah. It
Oh,
gets her
yeah.
ferret
Yeah.
pants on.
Oh, ferrets. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was ferret trousers.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was ferret trousers and magical panties.
There
That's
we
right.
go. Yeah, the one where like it turns him into a random like dog or canine of some
Dog.
kind.
Frog.
And then there was a frog suit costume. The ones that gave
Silk.
you random stat ones that were the
The
beads,
candy
the candy
one.
beads. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, in theory, we still have those.
in theory.
In theory.
yes.
In theory.
In theory.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was before the
Yeah, that was all.
timeline got
before.
weird.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just stopped using them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just kind of got lost in the bag.
Yeah.
Fair.
I just assumed Cabbage took them and hid them someplace.
Also fair.
I mean, I took like a couple of them. I
Dimensional
think.
pocket of panties.
Took the dog panties. I know that.
Right.
She did not
The
like the
frog
silk
ones?
panties.
Did not like silk panties. Silk panties were
Destructive.
kryptonite.
Yeah, didn't the silk panties changed alignment and
Not necessarily
they
alignment. It changed
not-
like your personality.
Yeah.
oh personality.
flip
Right.
personality. If it flipped gender and your most unique trait.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was the
yeah,
other
right.
panties that made you the goblin thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah, the goblin panties.
What?
Oh yeah, it
What?
did just have goblin on it.
Mm-hmm.
What?
What?
Yeah.
This is new
Oh
for
yeah, they
some
have
of you.
magical panties. They just never shown them.
Yep.
to you.
Yeah. We didn't really have the chance to. We didn't have
You'd
a
be
chance
great.
to
Yeah.
relax.
We didn't really have a situation where we pulled them out.
What happens if you put the frog panties on Gilbert?
I need to know this.
It's
Well,
like dividing
we're
by
gonna-
zero. You don't
We're
do it.
gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
I really
But
want to
yeah.
know that.
Gotta hurt these things, I guess. God.
Blame Neil. He asked about the panties.
Yeah. Have
kind of important.
there is some gear that you guys currently have that has not been utilized in a while.
Yes.
We got to the town, merchants, not merchants,
That whole ordeal, yes.
still technically
Well,
happens.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Trust me,
Because
I'm very keenly aware of what happened in that and what still happened there.
It had nothing to
Same.
do with Star.
No, yeah, you're right. It didn't. He was actually trying to like help
I don't
the
think
person understand.
I don't think Star
Like, no-
Orn was there. I think it was just Orn and Oz.
It was Orn Oz in a third person. No, it was just Orn and Oz because the idiot trio did the thing before, and then
Yeah.
it was just two of them.
Yeah.
Merchants, we're not merchants.
Star had wandered off somewhere, I think. Anyway.
Okay.
You might have been there. I really don't know. It doesn't matter.
I seem to recall that I was convinced the kid at the bar was the owner of the entire
Yo, you
establishment.
did. You were there. You were
You
there.
were,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, so that means the Warforged would have been there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
in theory.
wouldn't have stopped your stupidity.
Oh,
Yeah,
100% it wouldn't.
he has a negative charisma modifier, so yeah.
You would have just been watching like, oh my gosh.
Like I
That
said, his
happened.
mannerisms very wooden.
Essentially, for the most part, they still happen the same way.
Uh-huh.
They happen because you have the Warforged versus Star. You know, some things happen slightly, probably in the more positive side of things.
Like he didn't go punching a tree.
No,
No, I mean, he was very reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Very considerate about life in general.
Hmm.
But for the
Like I said, if you didn't know better, he would probably be a druid in your eyes, but he's not.
So, you guys get to know each other over a few days. You know, things are going too fast for you to actually get to know each other. And then we reach the night of the incident.
Oh, I get to act it out again.
On this day, you are beckoned by a group. If I remember correctly, there was only 2 outside.
Yeah.
Because you
Two
guys,
outside.
you guys never saw Black Joe.
No, I don't think so.
We were outside and then we came in after.
Yeah.
We were pulled
Yeah,
inside.
yeah. But I'm like, I was like,
Yeah,
the
we
Hunter
were
was
kind of
outside,
golden.
Black
Yeah.
Joe was inside.
You guys were like told to go inside, I think.
Yeah.
At that point, Orn was already unconscious, but in the original timeline.
Right.
Yes. I think the only person technically everyone was inside by the end of
Yeah.
it, weren't they?
Yeah, at the
Um,
end.
At the end, everyone was inside, but initially,
Think-
Valia and Cabbage were
yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
We'll just say everyone was inside.
Yeah, because
Everyone
things
decided to
went
go
differently.
inside.
Here we go.
So I probably have to see if I was able to make that save or not. Whether I was unconscious or awake. Because that changes things.
Yes and no.
It doesn't.
Oh. Okay.
For story purposes and the fact of how the wish would have worked, nobody was able
To
to
pass.
essentially make that save. Nobody would be able to step in.
Okay.
No, it's like even in the original volume made the save, but she couldn't move anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's like she didn't move. Well, it's like at that point things had already happened.
Mm-hmm. No,
Like
nobody
the Orn
was.
stuff happened already by the time she came inside.
Mm.
Yes, like
Mm.
what you would see inside is you would see Owen getting ready to jump in front of Oz, and then something kind of clicks, and Owen passes out before being able to interact like he did before. And where that wish would have stepped in, stopping this interaction. Thus, the collective would have been able to pull out Pride, and you would have seen Oz fall to the ground, seemingly lifeless.
What have you done? Collapse.
Yeah, he would collapse. You would see a strange orb then placed within the golem. At which point you would all awaken, being as all magic in the air would be nullified by pride.
Would I still be unconscious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, for all intents and purposes, you are currently dead.
Got you. Well, that's right. I'm not reborn yet.
That explosion. That explosion would nullify your necklaces.
Oh, that's how they still. Okay.
Would then shatter and turn to dust. As a way of protecting you and all of your current gear. You would then hear a sinister laugh. Finally free. At which point the golem would begin floating. And you would hear the doors getting kicked in. As you see the two masked people kind of standing there. You would hear the collector shout at them to help. At which point they would then point their weapons at her. All of you would be covered to your feet except for Oz. So, you'd all be standing up. You'd see these two individuals now pointing their weapon at what you thought was their ally. And you would see her rip off her mask and shout at them, "We don't have time for this. This thing's gone rogue. We need to take care of it now." At which point, you would hear the small creature kind of go, "This is just what we planned. My master can finally be free." So, you're all now standing within a shack. You see your dead friend in front of you, or ally, I should say. You see two individuals behind you that seem to be in cahoots with this floating golem that houses what you believe to be Oz's soul. What is everyone doing at this point?
Ooh, jumping right into it.
Roll for initiative. No.
Are some people still like also knocked out at that point, or no?
No. Everyone would have woken up when the golem activated.
Okay.
The magic.
Just for my clarity, I'm not there yet, right?
You're not there. Oz is. Like I said, Oz. For all extent and purposes, Oz is currently dead.
Yep.
So for 3 of the players, they are not there. Essentially.
2.
3.
Yeah, only
3.
Misa is also not there.
Oh, that's right.
Do math, forehead.
Well, I can't. Okay. I'm dead.
Oh god.
So this would be the first major change that we need to address.
Hey.
Okay. First and foremost, I think.
Well, I know what Grosjean does absolutely fucking nothing because in the face of danger, he wanted to preserve himself. So let's see.
I feel like he dipped out.
Okay.
He's out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, he probably would have dipped at that point. There was already
disappeared, and like people were like, where the fuck is Gershon? Because Gershon literally, I remember this. Gershon was literally trying to sneak out the door the entire time.
Oh, I don't remember that.
No, after after the incident, after like everyone woke up and they left, Garshawn tried to leave because I remember Fluffy had a conversation with Ari and like, give it a session.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right then. So
he-
the rogue is gone.
Sean has dipped at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So only 3 people present.
So it's Orn, Valia,
Yep. Orange,
Cabbage, and
Cabbage,
Warforged.
Warforged.
Yes, his name is Stanislaus Grumman.
Warforged.
You can
Stan.
call him Stan.
I'm gonna call him Russian. I'm gonna call him Russian Bot
Why?
What?
because that's the voice you chose.
No, it's Comrade Bot.
Comrade
Comrade, Comrade Boot.
Okay.
I named him Comrade Boot. So there's 4 people.
4 people. The collector, aka Eleanor, currently has her mask off, and
So
the
yeah,
focus-
what does
the
my
focus-
question goes to what does Orn do here? Because I want to hear what our old party king is up to in this instance.
Hmm,
Bird King.
Birdie King.
he's got a
Since
chair.
if I remember correctly, you said in this timeline he tries to stop them and it gets like knocked on his ass.
yeah. I'm trying to
So you
think.
did
I
not
was
get to
like,
stop
did I
them from
actually
killing
have to
us.
act out one tonight.
You don't need that. I honestly, I just need to like, yeah.
I'm
It's
just-
more or less how would people like first instinctual reaction to the situation. Are they helping try to deal with this floating creature that is currently maniacally laughing?
Orn probably would have gone to check on Oz because I mean he can see that he's lying there, but he can't really assume he's dead.
Yeah,
you
that would
would,
have been the first action that Stanislaus Grumman would have taken.
My God.
Conrad Boot.
So 2 of you are checking on Oz.
Valia probably would have done the same being a cleric, but like I imagine she probably would have like noticed signs sooner and tried to help.
Yeah, in
she
that
would-
instant, like somebody would go up, check, and he's just like dead cold.
Valia would probably try and help Eleanor.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what he was built for, so he would
Yeah,
he would ready his short bow.
You have the floating golem who like you would see like things are distorting around him. And you have Eleanor who's just trying to stop whatever magic's going through him. And you have the two guys behind you that currently have weapons drawn on Eleanor.
So yeah, Valia would try and I guess defend Eleanor in this situation.
Okay.
Stan, as I'm gonna abbreviate his name to.
Comrade Boot.
Shut up. Is going to actually defend his downed ally, even though he's dead. He's like, okay, I need to protect my friend here on the ground, even though he's gone. Like, you will not take him.
Probably like essentially back to back with Eleanor, defending. I'm assuming you're saying from the 2.
Yeah.
Eleanor
Stan.
was the one who tried to fuck with Oz originally,
Yeah.
right?
Eleanor's the collector.
Okay.
Yeah.
Orn probably with Warforged, buddy boy.
Okay. So then you two are over Oz's body. Probably, I'm assuming like one in each direction, just in case whatever trouble comes.
Yeah, pretty much back to back, just standing over the fallen.
Yep. And what is Cabbage doing in this instance?
She's probably a little unnerved that one of her party members is dead on the ground. She probably has her weapon up right now, but she's trying to look for a way to get out of this.
So you just kind of have it drop, like bow drawn, kind of just going back and forth. Like I don't.
Oh, it's totally fight or flight mode for you right now, then.
Totally. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you all take your stances. You kind of hear this cracking sound, and you watch as the entire structure of this building just kind of shrivels up and just kind of starts to break, crack, and just float away. As it floats, as the entire building kind of crumbles around you, floats up, and then just slams into the ground. As you see the small golem kind of raise his hand and then slam everything down. Oh, fresh air. And then you see Eleanor kind of go, fuck. Joseph, they've turned. At which point you go kind of all like, Joseph, and then you just see this tank of a creature.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of run out from the tree. And then you watch as like the hunter turns, but as we well know, as players know, Joe is not something to fuck with.
True.
So he comes out of the trees, and you watch the hunter go, shit. As Joe takes him, slams him into the ground, crushes his head, and then just stomps it again.
Damn.
Yeah.
But you watch as the other figure kind of has already kind of floated away. So now you have Eleanor here trying to control this golem. You have Joe who seems to have just splattered what you guys assumed was their ally. And then you hear a rushing sound of many of footsteps coming from the keep, as guards seem to be now rushing out. Among them is the being, as most of these beings seem to be roughly the same armor. One of them stands out. Two of them stand out. One of them is Hawk. The other is the giant Fey troll.
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, that guy.
The Fey demon troll.
Oh
Fey
yes.
demon troll.
I remember him.
Me too.
Oh,
And you hear the guard captain. What's going on? At which point you see him turn and go, what is that? And then you kind of see the golem go, yes, that will do. As you watch as the body of the golem kind of falls, and you watch as this black mist kind of floats away from it and into this troll.
Oh.
You watch as the troll's eyes begin to roll back. And you kind of all are awestruck, and then all of a sudden you see this piece of green jade in this thing's throat.
oh.
In
And the
the
two that were standing over Oz's body look down, and Oz is gone. As he now has a blade into this troll's throat.
wait, hold on. Can you repeat that?
Hold on.
So essentially,
Yeah, back up. What?
Essentially, Pride. You watch as the soldiers come rushing down,
Uh-huh.
kind of trying to figure out what's going on. Pride sees a large target, something that could be very useful for him. Tries to jump bodies. As soon as Pride jumps, that is when that defensive mechanism that brings Oz back to life. Because right now the last thing Oz's goal is to kill Pride. When it moves, Oz comes back and instinctually just kind of takes that moment of weakness and tries to destroy this body.
Ooh. Okay. Wait, what was the whole thing with like the green jade piece thing?
The same green jade piece that you had before
Oh,
the broken blade.
so that resurrected me essentially.
Yeah.
And I went for the troll's throat.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, I need to deal with this body just instinctually. So like this is like you literally come back to conscious killing this thing. Or attempting to.
So in that instance, the Hawk, that would look like he's just attacking his commander.
I mean, you saw the black mist go in.
Yeah, you saw like you still see the
Yeah,
black
but
mist.
still,
That looks so
Hawk
sick.
doesn't know what's going on.
Flying
Is it-
golem. But yeah, like things are chaos. Like essentially things just kind of go to chaos because it's how pride works. So essentially, you see like you see this thing go down, but then you see like the black mist kind of just start jumping between all the other guards.
And then essentially you see me attack your whole squad.
Yeah. Well, no. Like essentially, like because of how pride works, essentially you see him like jump in between his guards, and you watch as like the guards kind of start to spasm, and like pieces. Like you just kind of all of a sudden you see like dark mist start jumping out from their bodies as they're all being turned into essentially pride soldiers, which are these large kind of shadowy like creatures.
Ooh.
At which point, I'm assuming you would step away from them, Hawk.
Yes, I would. Not much. Don't stand in the middle of them. See what's going on.
Be like, huh? Maybe my friends are just getting supercharged.
I want some of that.
I want to go Super Saiyan.
Oh,
Yeah, but Hawk backs away from him.
But well, like like as you back away, you see the thing that's the last soldier that Pride had jumped into kind of steps forward, and then you hear, "No, the master has plans for that one, Pride."
Who the hell?
And you watch as like the shadow kind of jumps into you for a second, and then you hear in your head, "Brother, it seems you're finally awake." At which point, you kind of feel the shadow leap out of you, and yet again, those kind of altered memories kind of hit you, and you're like, "Oh no!"
Yeah.
And,
Drops to his knees, dropping his weapons and everything like before.
but yeah, you all would see the shadow kind of leave him, kind of like it enters and then just kind of flows away to move on to the soldiers. And it kind of just jumps to the back and then kind of disappears into kind of this crowd of soldiers that are all kind of now morphing. At which point, you kind of look around, and the small figure seems to have just kind of disappeared into the crowd of essentially demons, and you all are kind of left there, kind of wondering what's going on.
Am I with them now? Am I with like the party now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You would have stepped back after I kind of,
Stab. Okay, I'm going back.
I go like you're just coming to like it's essentially like you're just coming to like shit sort of situation.
Yeah.
So that should be the next thing. You're all now kind of grouped up, kind of with this horde of demons. At this point, you kind of be flanked on each side. You'd have Joe on one side, Eleanor on the other. Well, this is not what I expected. Oh, seems we have a lot more cleaning up to do. And she kind of turns to you guys and goes, mind helping us out?
I don't know what's going on, but of course.
Don't say anything and just knock an arrow.
And Oz jumps to one of the demons, grabbing it by the throat and slamming it down.
All right.
What kind of a rogue are you?
I don't have any weapons yet. I'm going for what I know.
Where's your sickle?
Yeah.
I got it.
Have your sickle.
You have your stuff, my dude.
And your unbreakable arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
What
so
happened with the arrow?
okay,
Oh,
so
you have your unbreakable arrow.
What
I use arrows.
So then what happens then?
An unbreakable arrow is basically just a dagger.
It's
That's
true.
Yeah, I mean-
that's what I was about to say. Let me finish. What I was about to say was that Oz jumps up and takes out like what he thought was the sickle on him because he felt like, you know, the weapons on him, on his person, and he pulls out the unbreakable arrow. He's like, huh, this'll do.
Huh.
And then jumps on one, stabs it in the neck with the arrow, and as that one's falling down, he grabs the sickle, flips it around, and hooks it like onto one of the other demons, and like tosses it to the side, pulls out the arrow of the other one, and just like starts trying to cut through the demons to make a path.
I like to imagine though he pulls out the sickle and is like, "Who the fuck?"
What? Why do I have this?
He
Who
pulls
the
out
fuck?
He uses this.
What?
He pulls out the arrow, and then he starts whistling, and it just starts flying everywhere.
Yeah, oh my god, yes, yes, yes!
Done deal.
Hans
That's
puts
really
out the
what we should
sickle.
have done with that arrow.
Huh. Why do I have this on me? That's weird.
Froze.
And useful.
When you're fighting and you turn and Orin's now purple with polka dots, and you're like, "What the fuck happened, Orin?" Orin's like, "Go with it."
Right. Alright, come on, guys, let's go. I'll make a path for you guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Where's an arrow out there? Go.
Yeah, you guys kind of like, but you guys start cleaning up the demons, but like these scenes are fucking tough, and you guys at this point are just barely starting out. The other two seem to be kind of holding their own, but you guys kind of, these things keep pushing you guys back further and further and further, and then all of a sudden you're kind of standing there and you just see this holy nova just kind of wash over you, and then you just see this little girl kind of start leaping through these things and just tearing them apart
Oh.
because they were there.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Let's go.
They were.
They sure were.
And not our enemies because we haven't encountered them yet.
That's right.
So you are now being supported by Alpha and Sealed Omega.
I was gonna say feral, but okay.
Yeah, Feral.
Yeah.
Child Omega.
Hey, this Oz
They're all
doesn't hate
synonymous.
kids.
He no longer hates kids, hopefully.
With their help, you guys are you're kind of able to kind of push these things back. And like near the end, kind of you also kind of notice that you're like, why have there been so few? And then you kind of look in the back and you just see this Coraline back there just heavily covered in blood. And you kind of see behind her, you see a few of the children. And you know, as the dust settles, you kind of look around and you see this entire town has just been wrecked by these things.
So just to clarify, Coraline's alive, or
Yes.
Okay,
she's
so
she's alive, but like she's essentially she was trying to save as many people as she could.
yeah, at that point, Valia would rush to her aid.
Oz just looks around. I was too late. Dang it.
taking the lead from our healer, I'm gonna back her up and just like try to make sure nothing flanks us. Just loosing arrow after arrow.
You don't see anything currently, but yeah, you don't know.
If anything comes, I'm shooting it with arrows.
Yeah.
Oz twirls the arrow
Hawk's
around.
still on his knees. By the by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Voy would have been like, it's like if Coraline was covered in blood, she would have gone to her and tried to help in any way.
Yep.
Oz essentially is looking around, kind of like walking through the trees, like walking through the nearby trees, peeking around trees to make sure Pride isn't anywhere still.
Yeah. As far as you can tell, Pride is just gone.
And he stabs the arrow into the ground.
The castle's on fire. The town is destroyed. You probably have a good half dozen kids left. That's about the only thing you're seeing at this point.
I kind of like sidestep slowly and pick up the arrow and just kind of like
Oz
wiggle
just
it at you
goes-
and puts it into his quiver.
Oz just goes, "Sure, machine, you can have that, I guess."
My name is Stanislaus Grumman, but whatever.
Stan.
Just call me Stan.
That works for me. Oz gets up and looks at the sickle, tosses it. Whoever
Why
gave
did I
me
ever
this
use
is an
this?
idiot. Oz is just like, whoever gave me this is an idiot.
Alpha also walks over to Hawk and kind of grabs him by the shoulder and goes, "Get up, soldier. I think there's still work to be done."
Right. I'm okay. I don't know. He slowly gets up, grabbing his weapon. But you can see though he is very checked out right now.
Oz turns back to the others. Can someone tell me what happened? Where am I right now?
At which point Eleanor would speak up. Well, it seems you had a demon in you,
Oh man.
and a very powerful one.
man.
at that.
Ah, shucks.
Take it.
Is that one of those
Not
"Aw,
another
man"
one.
situations? Oh man, just the demon inside you. Oh man.
Oh man.
That's rough, buddy.
Dang it. That sucks. That's the craziest thing that's ever happened to me, but you know.
What?
Oh man.
Oh man.
I can't believe I let that happen to me those years. Wait, how long has it been?
A few hours, probably.
No. Like, this obviously isn't my company. I was just like looking around frantically. What year is this?
DM, what year is it?
Yeah,
We
DM,
never
what year is it?
established
The year 1927.
this.
Here's the 19th Empire. Right.
Oh,
20.
dang,
Hold
it's
on,
been
what?
that.
Can you say that again?
19th Empire.
19th Empire.
It's
Hold
been
on, I'm
that
holding on to
long.
this.
The last empire you knew was the 16th.
Okay,
So it's been a few hundred years.
Been
yeah.
a while.
I was just like, wow, it's been that long. So much has changed already. Well, I moved to a different place. Where was my body moved? Anyway, I'll figure all that out later. What's going on? What just happened? You said there was a demon in me. What did it look like?
I want his name, his number.
Was it pride?
Was there evil in his eyes?
I don't
Was there evil in it?
I was honestly hoping you could tell us.
It
Right.
looked like a golem.
Right, okay. Yes. Oz just kind of like raises an eyebrow and then just shakes it off. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'll explain. But first we need to make sure everybody here is okay.
I missed the old voice.
Oh yeah, same.
The
First we need
only
to make sure
one that
everybody here is
wasn't
okay.
The only one that wasn't okay was you, and you seem to be okay now.
I And she
mean,
kind of
he's alive, right?
between her two
So
clerics,
that's all that really
between
matters.
the two clerics, and goes, "You two explain."
Valia turns because she was, she was helping Coraline and the kids at that point. She wants to check on the, kids. She turns around. She goes, "Explain what." Ah, fuck.
Oz looks at Valia. What?
What? Something on my face.
Am I naked? What? No, I'm not naked. Okay.
Is there something in my teeth?
Is there something wrong with my horns?
Ben, you're not here yet.
At which point, Alpha kind of walks over to you and goes, grabs Oz by the shoulders and looks him dead in the eyes and goes, "I don't know if you know this, but you're dead."
How?
Siren
the
sounds in
best.
Hawk's head.
Hawk, he does kind of perk up and look over.
Oz
My
just
friend, he's dead.
how? What do you
Help.
mean?
Oh no! Was that was that Orin's voice?
Yeah.
Friend's dead.
Says something. Dead.
And like as she says that, you guys hear this rumbling sound, and you all look to your feet, and you see rats, hordes of them, just scurrying towards the castle.
Why did they go towards castle?
I understand I'm like dead apparently, but this seems more weird currently.
I have more issues with the other, but the rats are weird.
Same.
Castle is currently just on fire, and you're like,
Cool, I'm dead.
Like, how bad is the fire?
Oh, like I said, the buildings are destroyed. Everything is fucking chaos.
Yeah.
At this point, Coraline is just on her knees and like just.
Yeah.
I hate to say, I think we may have failed on mission, guys.
What was the mission?
I think it was to not let any points of the fire something like this happen.
Well, to be exact, we were supposed to prevent the vampires from, destroying everything, but I don't think the vampires did it, so I think we were successful.
Wasn't the point to
No, the
stop?
point was to rescue the missing kids.
Yeah, it was to rescue the missing kids.
And
Yeah, figure out why the kids were disappearing.
well, thankfully the kids are right there. It seems like those didn't get hurt that
Don't
much.
know if that's all of them.
That's
Nobody probably red flags at him worrying about the kids.
Which point Alpha goes, "Yeah, no, those are not your missing kids."
So whose kids are they?
That is an excellent question.
that's actually a really good question.
Valia looks at around the town, and she's just, at this point, I don't think anyone's.
She has a point.
Have we?
So, I think the mission is scrubbed, to say the least. We can't really finish it, I think. Unless you really want to try.
I feel like now we have more to worry about than just whatever that mission was. Unfortunately, that mission is done, but pride is loose, if what I'm gathering is true. And the fact that I was dead apparently and I'm bound back to life, that means the Jade thing worked.
Did you say pride?
Yeah.
As in the sin?
Yes. The thing I've been hunting for years.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's that bad.
No, you don't.
Talking about this.
What is
Well-
happening? What is going on?
We need to go speak to a friend of mine. This is a lot worse than I thought it was. If that is pride, things are about to get a whole lot bad for this entire universe.
For what I remember, it was way bad back then, but if I remember correctly, I stopped him. But I guess in there he's went into me? I'm still a little fuzzy on that.
Soldier, what's your name?
Talking to me or?
Yeah, who? There's a lot of soldiers here.
Sorry, Oz.
Oh. Ozixis.
Ozixis what?
Didn't come up with the last name, oh no.
You've had a week, you fool!
I know! I didn't think about it!
Ozixis
Bruh!
what company were you with way back then?
I think of the company either.
The mercenaries. You were part of the mercenaries.
I was part of the mercenaries.
He's always been a mercenary. We've known this from day one.
So
He's
wait,
got his own backstory.
you're telling me he wasn't just a regular mercenary? He was actually part of a company called the Mercenaries?
Yeah, he started the company
Actually,
called
yes.
the Mercenaries.
I remember we talked about that now.
No!
He led the company called
This
the
group that
Mercenaries.
he had formed to
Oh
cut
my.
demons was started by him.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I'm done.
He's always been a mercenary.
Always
I'd like
have
to put
been,
in my
always
D&D
will
resignation
be.
letter.
Yeah, I need a drink. Hold on. I'm actually gonna go grab something right now. Give me a second.
Feels good. Broke the party. Let's go.
Are you telling me that Ozixis, the founder of the mercenaries,
Yes.
are you?
I don't know why that's so hard to not believe.
Because you're supposed to be a myth. Sin, this pride was supposed to be a myth. You're not supposed to actually exist.
Well, Oz kind of looks around. I'm here.
Fucking hell. Jessica goes, well, I guess more things to beat up.
I would say.
Gives you guys a thumbs up.
Very different.
Oz
Now,
just.
is everybody okay? Does anybody need a hug?
I
Wait, who
mean, I
says
could always
this?
go for a hug. I mean,
This
that's
is Joseph.
Black Joe is saying.
so I'm just like holding out my arms. I'm ready.
He walks over to
Please
you and
initiate hug.
he gives you a bear hug and goes, it's okay, my little friend.
Flowers start forming around his head.
What?
Oz just blinks.
Yeah, like lilacs and lilies and stuff. Yes, yes. This is nice. I can't feel any of this, but this is nice.
Okay.
Call him, I'm feeling
I
this
know what
nice.
is happening.
Okay.
You guys kind of hear the sound of like metal slightly bending.
Oh, because
How many points of damage do I
Big
take?
Boy is just.
You don't take any. It's just like it's like you said you couldn't feel it. He's like, no, I'll make you feel the hug.
You're gonna feel
You're
it.
gonna feel it, bud.
Oh god, Bison's brother's an idiot.
Maybe not so hard, friend. That sounds painful.
Oh, I'm sorry. You need a hug too.
He needs a hug.
Come here.
No hug, but I'll take a drink. if
We're
you
like
have
we're
one.
like both outstretching our arms. You need a hug. Come
No.
on.
Culture. And he pulls out like
I
a
love the
white,
mental image of this.
Same. I can see it.
reaches into his pocket and like you see him pull out this like large bottle of wine. And he
Oh.
hands it to you.
I hand you a bird of paradise flower. Come on, flowers and wine.
Someone places the flower into his mouth and chugs the wine.
Party
what can I
king.
do for you, friend?
Hugs good, drinks good beer. Anyway,
Hog actually looks over. You got any more of that wine?
plenty. Oh,
I was
Takes
just
that.
like,
Also chugs.
I don't know if this is the time to be drinking, although I'm down for that later. We need to
This is
understand.
100% the time to be drinking.
I don't agree with you.
kind of Coraline kind of gets up, kind of wiping her tears away, and she goes, I need to go look for survivors.
Oz walks over. I'll go with you.
Like as you try to walk forward, Eleanor grabs you by the shoulder and goes, "Oh no, You
What?
need to come with us.
But there are survivors. I need to go help.
I
I will go instead. It will be fine. I will go search. I will go look for
Maybe we
anyone.
should split up.
Hmm.
And then Alpha kind of steps forward and goes, "We will go with her. Just leave us the coordinates of where you're going. We'll meet up with you. Once we know they're safe, we'll head over."
Okay. Oz turns to Eleanor. Let's go. We have a lot to discuss.
Right. She kind of looks around the ruined town and goes, "Not much here left to save." She kind of walks over. She kind of hands them. You kind of see her kind of talk to them for a bit, kind of explaining where they're going, kind of how to get there and everything. She comes back and goes, "All right. So, there's a lot to ask of. Well, frankly, people I've just met. But who wants to save the world?"
I mean, you already have my vote. I'm here to take Pride down.
Save the. I'm sorry. What?
I don't know much. I just know things are about to get a little hectic.
Oz crosses his arms.
This is a being powerful enough to bring the dead back to life. And it's got some equally interesting brothers and sisters.
Yeah, Hawk's attention is now grabbed. Bringing the dead back to life, huh?
Among other things,
I guess I can listen in.
I said I don't know much. My friend will know more.
Well, I can explain a little bit, at least from what I know about Pride himself. Back when I was apparently not dead, he was named the Immortal King. He always had an army with him. And, after many battles, I finally got close enough to be able to kill him, but being who he is, he body jumped, I guess. I didn't know he could do that at the time. We didn't have all that information. I don't know about these other brothers and sisters he had, since I didn't see them. But I knew how strong he was. But I don't think I'm that strong anymore.
Yeah, to put it in perspective, you killed yourself to keep him within you.
Yep.
That's why you are dead.
You got all that, but you don't have a last name.
Listen, you didn't start out with a last name. It wasn't on my mind to think of one.
I mean, sorry. Just pointing that out.
Yeah, no, yeah. 100% I should have came up with one. It just didn't cross my mind, literally. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I completely forgot I was supposed to come up with the last name.
But wait. So, Stan is going with Coraline.
Yeah, he's gonna be looking for survivors, trying to help out the city or the town as much as possible.
Yeah. What is Mr. Orn doing? Because I know he's walking away too.
So wait, so I didn't go with her, or did I go?
Are you going with Coraline, or are you just going? I
Yeah,
ain't saving the world
he's
and
gonna go
walking
with
away.
Coraline.
Okay.
Alright,
So
I
we'll
have a
go
last
for
name,
Nathan.
because I just googled a whole bunch of tiefling last names. I have
Oh my
a last
fucking
name.
I don't
Rayburn.
want.
Ozixus
Cool.
Rayburn. Raeburn.
Cool. Add it to your character sheet so you can remember it.
Yep. Because I will definitely forget.
But she's kind of looks around the group. So everyone kind of solemnly nods, kind of agreeing to go on this adventure. Yes. No. Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Tomatoes.
Hopoto.
Oh God.
All right.
Sorry, I zoned out. What?
Yes, that's fine.
Who all
So
is
Ord and
going?
Stan are going with Coraline. Alpha Omega are also going, but they're going to meet up with you later. Once
Yeah,
their base
so,
has been established.
Stan remembers to ask for the coordinates because he still wants to be part of the group. He's just like, I need
Yeah.
to have this finished up so I can have
Eleanor,
like a clear conscience.
Right.
Eleanor kind of gave you the coordinates of where they're going.
Yeah.
She gave them lines of communication.
Mm.
So they have ways of contacting one another to kind of keep things settled.
Yeah, Stan doesn't want to leave. He just needs to see the task through. Like, okay.
Yeah, and
He-
that's exactly like
yeah.
Alpha and Omega are doing. They're just like,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
need to make sure that these kids and this girl are safe.
Yeah.
Just because like their entire lives are uprooted and they're not going to leave them until
Yeah.
Yeah.
things are settled there. But so like your group kind of just heads off. Because Coraline would know a couple of close, like villages and stuff that she wants to check on, see how people are doing.
Mm-hmm.
The main group kind of heads deep into the woods. You spend a few nights kind of traveling and camping.
Oz realizes he doesn't need to sleep at all.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like it's literally just you like passing out on the ground and just kind of people are like, what is it doing? And it's just zoning out.
Yeah.
You're a living sentry essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you mean unliving?
Unliving sentry.
There you go.
Sorry. Anyway, about 3 nights in, you're all waking up, eating breakfast. You hear
Oz doesn't need to
rustling.
eat. He's just chilling.
Yeah. You hear rustling in the bushes.
Oz sits up, readies himself.
Hawk draws a sword.
Something seems to be running through the woods. And then you see this tiny owl bear running towards you. And then it just kind of veers off and runs straight into a tree.
Did it hit itself in confusion?
It's something confusion.
And then behind it you hear a stomping sound. And you see a Goliath come out of the woods.
Oh my god.
There's Gilbert and Fizzlewhip.
That's not Gilbert. Who is that?
Fizzlewhip, would you like to introduce yourself?
Bisco, watch out for the tree.
Wait, it's completely changed. What?
What?
Did you say biscuit?
Oh, there's people here. Hello. Say hi, Bisco.
Bisco.
Kind of just screeches at you.
I pick up the owlbear, making wave.
Oh my
See,
gosh.
this appears to be a baby owlbear, but it's like slightly cross-eyed, and you're like, this thing ain't right.
Oz just
Get a mind
goes,
link with that one, Spat.
oh my god.
I got a what with who now?
Get a mind link with that one later.
We'll think about it.
Do it.
I'll think about it.
This is what Luca sent me.
My net died for a bit.
Oh, oh that's cute.
Oh, what'd you miss?
The last thing I heard was you see a baby owlbear and them was cut off. Like
Yeah,
right
it
after
is
Fizzle
It
picked
is
them up.
Fizzlewhip's companion now, apparently.
Okay.
No, this isn't Fizzlewhip. This is Frazzlewhip, I believe.
Frazzlewhip.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Frazzlewhip.
god.
Oh. Okay, carry on.
I love it.
That hurts Beth mentally.
Like
Frazzlewhip.
I make the owlbear, Bisco, wave at everyone. What are you people doing here?
Hi.
Hey,
Camping.
Yeah, we're camping. What are
Ah.
you doing here?
I looking for my brother. Have you seen him?
Oh my god.
No! Misa, you did not!
Misa did.
go! I
Yes!
love Misa so much. Let's go.
Have
I
you
don't
seen
Your
about
brother.
this high
Uh,
walking around with frog turtle?
Oz looks to the group. I think we would have seen one.
I think we remember if we saw one.
You know, I can't say I've seen someone like that now.
Also, the point pros, Hulk is keeping away from Oz.
Yeah, Oz is just kind of like against a tree. He's specific, like he's purposely distancing himself from the group a
So
little bit.
everyone's like camping out around the fire, right? I
Hold on,
assume.
I'll type it into chat instead.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit down near the fire, petting Bisco,
Well,
looking for my brother because he was in the caravan with us, a few days ago, and he got lost, and we didn't notice, and we left him.
They just left him.
We just left him. A small bear ran into his room, so we didn't notice he was gone. We thought he was just sleeping for 3 days.
Wow. Okay.
Valia utters a word, and her tankard is now full of alcohol.
I forgot about that thing.
Joseph walks over to him, gives him a big hug, and goes, "It's okay. I lost my brother too.
Oh yes!
Let us travel. We shall find them together."
Oh God!
Thank you.
This is a curse session.
And before Bison and Fizzlewhip are already teamed up.
Right. Looking for their brothers.
No. No. No.
Just wait until you encounter Captain Star.
Oh no.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, the high seas.
Bison's just like, I need stronger tea.
But yeah, you have now.
You don't know he's actually a tea merchant now.
You have picked up Frazzlewhip. There's no traveling with you. You have you travel probably another about week
Fucking owlbear.
through the woods.
It's adorable.
The owlbear. You learn the owlbear is it's special.
I was gonna say stupid.
Along with its owner.
Yeah.
You also kind of get into some fights, and you see, like, as you're fighting, you turn to the Goliath, and he has a rat on a stick, and you're like, what the fuck is that?
That's not normal.
But he can utilize it well. It's actually just like a fishing pole, and there's a rat on the end of it.
Oh my gosh.
Being
Wait.
Not sure if that makes it better or worse.
During these fights, what is Oz using?
Oh man.
His hands?
his hands and teeth.
I was about to say, because he tossed
Extra
away the
daggers,
sickle.
probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Oz, during that time, he had extra daggers on him. Since like the daggers weren't handed to the others.
Yeah. Like you like I said, you fight a few things. There's wolves and
sneak attack
kind
and
of went
everything.
into a goblin's nest and you beat up some goblins.
Fight a badger.
Captured people.
All the level 1 stuff.
Yeah, like you save a few villages. You kind of learn about each other, and you have a small conversation.
We should probably do that since there's 2 that don't like undead things, or aren't fans of them at least.
Yeah, like I said it's tentative. It's only about like a week of traveling through the woods. But eventually you make it to the coast. Where Eleanor kind of looks at you and goes, "All right, why don't you all wait in the bar? I'm going to go and try and find us a ship. Probably something a little off the books."
Sure.
So,
All right.
I will say, in that week of camping and moving around, you will have found that Valia is actually very good at just making sure things get, it's like everything. She's very good at moving or like moving with things. So she's very good at keeping things together, making sure everything is put back, reset up.
Hmm.
oh yeah. If you
Oh,
guys
she's
want
good
to,
at travel packing then.
out of the people that were traveling, there's like to reveal that you would have revealed within that week. Go ahead.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
wouldn't
go
have said much, but you will learn. But you basically get the idea that Valia is used to being on the move.
Yeah, it's a definite skill you can pick up.
Hmm.
Hawkeye doesn't do much different than you normally would have. His name is different though.
Oh,
Oh.
It's Vincent Hawk now.
Vincent.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to change your
Vincent.
names since we never had to use the cover-up names now.
That's true.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The cover names are gone.
Still Hawk, just his first name's changed.
Vincent. Who names their kid Vincent? It's like punching them in the face as soon as they came out of the vagina.
Why?
What?
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 He's an asshole. Anyway,
That is
Why?
100% in reference to a conversation I heard between two 12-year-olds in a Halo game.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god.
That is hilarious.
Halo lobbies, man.
I thought Call
Oh,
of
I
Duty
was in a
lobbies were
tournament
bad.
and they said that it's like this teammate was like, "Wait, your name's Vincent? Who the fuck names their child Vincent?"
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Kids back in the day, man.
Moving on.
Crazy stuff.
No, Trey Vincent's.
I know Vincent actually, yeah.
I've known several.
That's funny.
but yes. So Eleanor heads into town. As she's buying a few supplies, she kind of at the corner of her eyes, she sees a figure. She approaches them, and she kind of taps this large lizard on the back and goes, "Well, sir, I like your gun. Do you know how to use it?"
Kind of look up. Already have a drink in my hand. Why, yes, I do.
And she kind of pulls out her shotgun and goes, "I prefer something a little more punch."
I think we can have a lovely conversation. Why don't you join me for a bit?
"I would, but unfortunately, I'm trying to find a ship.
All
Sail
right.
across the big blue."
Well, maybe know someone, but it'll cost you a conversation.
You know, I think I can afford that.
Right. So for brevity's sake, yeah, that is a brief and pretty productive conversation that they have.
Yeah, they have a conversation.
Yeah.
Eventually, you find a ship, a mysterious ship, known as the Kraken's Eye.
Oh, here we go.
But back at the bar, you all kind of enter. It's pretty lively. A lot of people kind of coming and going. You're all kind of standing there. All of a sudden, the entire group, you kind of feel this air. As Joseph sticks his hands out and goes, "Wait." And he seems to be listening at something. "What?" And you kind of see him look into a corner and go, and just he just goes sprinting off and just starts knocking people out of the way.
Should we stop him?
You watch as he
I don't know
picks
if we
up
can.
his finger that's just kind of sitting in the corner drinking some tea.
As you say, should we stop him? Villa just goes, "Do you really think we could?"
I don't think we
Make an
can.
excellent point. Never mind.
As Bison is picked up in a bear hug by this strange man. And his
Instantly
visor,
goes
like,
in attack mode.
Brother.
The arms come out.
Brother.
Yeah, he's gonna, brother, I found you.
Hand me. Who are you?
And he's like, he goes, oh, he sets you down. He removes his mask, and it's you know, it's an eerily similar face. He goes, I'm your brother.
You have a brother?
I like to just imagine that, like, scene in Looney Tunes, like, where you go by a doorway and you stop, just, like, pantomiming each other.
Yep. Oh. I guess that's the brother he was looking for.
I don't remember having a brother,
No.
but you are kind of freaking me out with the whole face thing.
Sorry, and he puts back on his mask.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I know my face can be scary sometimes. That's why I wear a mask.
Oh God. So offensive.
Like, I was imagining, did you just say my
Made him
face is
feel
scary?
self-conscious. Why?
People say I'm too beautiful.
People say I'm too beautiful.
Oh God.
I'm going to need a deception check for that one.
It's not a deception check if he believes it to be true.
Oh my god.
That's a 16.
Yeah, that's a persuasion check there.
Mhm.
I just realized, what the hell do I roll against the persuasion check?
I think it's insight.
Well, wait, what was it? What was his roll?
I rolled a 16 on the dice. I don't know. I have to actually get to his stats.
I think that's fine because my passive insight's 18. I think we're good. I don't think I believe that for a second. Anyway.
Yeah, he has a +0, so it's a 16.
Yeah, and passively
So you
mine's
believe,
just like,
he believes it, but you don't believe it yourself.
Nope.
That's not even a face a mother could love.
Ouch.
Trust me, I knew mother.
I
I
knew mother. Mother, I knew her well.
Yeah. You knew mother, you did not know father.
Be strong. Be strong,
Boulder.
parents, or mother.
Brother.
She was not a fan of our face.
That's why she gave me to the monks.
Oh my
It was all because of the face.
god.
I've been looking for you for so long.
I didn't even know you existed.
Oof. Oof.
The pain.
Did he not tell you about me? I guess you're the ultimate warrior, so I guess it makes sense.
The ultimate warrior. Oh, Jesus.
You want to run that by me again?
The ultimate warrior.
Sips tea.
I've been trained by the greatest warrior of all time. That's what my spirit tells me. That makes you the ultimate warrior, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Friends, come meet my brother, the ultimate warrior.
The.
Shit.
I mean, okay.
Shit. Was that in character?
Yes.
Oz walks over.
So I have a very important question, and I'm pretty sure this is how it plays out given the way your RPing its path. So I'm assuming this Bison has not gained the other Bison's memories yet.
I assumed this was before that moment, so
Yeah, I assumed as such. I assumed like when the timelines meet the same area, that's when you get them. That's when Bison gets.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what we agreed on.
That makes sense.
Okay, because
Okay, cool.
that's what I assumed, and that's how you seemed to be playing it. So I wanted to ask.
Okay.
The group is now pulled over. Oh, sorry. I am Joseph. What is your name, brother? I never asked your name.
Vison.
Bison. It's a beautiful name, brother.
Vison.
It's a beautiful name.
He's
Are
give
you
you a big
sure
hug.
we're related?
I miss.
Are you sure?
Are you sure we're
Glad to
related?
meet you. Oh.
Brassowitz gonna interrupt the conversation and ask the new people if they think he's brother.
Oz looks to Frazzlewhip. Excuse me?
Maybe they seen my brother, since they're brothers.
Oh,
Oh yes, brother. Have you seen a man that looks like this man?
I don't think I've ever seen something so big.
Have you seen a turtle that is also a frog?
What now?
yeah.
Are you
Oh.
speaking riddles to me?
No, it's
Are you
literally a
speaking in
turtle
tongues?
frog. Here, and he holds up a paper that was drawn crudely, like
It's
this.
probably great.
This is fantastic artwork.
You really are related.
No, I have
love
not
it.
seen this man.
The turtle frog. And man.
Turtle frog. Sorry, I have not seen the turtle frog.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Fezzlewhip.
Oh,
I was supposed to have seen him because I don't remember talking about it.
No.
Okay.
And then,
You're fine. Keep going.
at which point the doors
Ad lib.
the doors open and two chatty Cathys walk in, talking about things that you have no clue what the fuck it means. Triggers and magical artifacts and bone and liquid metal.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oz just goes, oh, there's Eleanor. Wait, but
Oh,
who's
hello,
that giant
everybody.
lizard?
I have found us a boat. And also, this is my new lizard friend.
Pleased to meet you.
Hello.
This is a lot for me.
This is a
I
lot.
am a lot for a lot of people.
I see.
Oz needs a minute.
Oz is like, I need to sit down.
And as you well know, I am well versed in the making of potions and such. But our lizard friend here seems to be very good at making weapons and armor. So I figured he would be a good ally to have with us.
Oz walks over instantly. Excellent. I need some weapons because I lost mine about 100
Right
years
to the
ago.
point.
100 years ago.
I'll explain more, assuming you're gonna come with us.
Oh, I'm most definitely gonna go with y'all.
Great. So I'll get to explain on this boat, I guess, that we have. Oh,
Right.
these are my
Sure.
companions.
Kind of nodding, kind of starting to nod off to like a direction.
Right. Oz goes, these are my companions that I've been traveling with, although I don't think some of them like me. Anyway, that's Volley over there. That's Hawk. Oh, Vincent. That's Cabbage.
He still goes by Hawk, by the way.
Okay, that's Hawk. That's Cabbage. That's Frazzlewhip. And that's his little owlbear, Bisco. And then that's Joseph over there. And then
Hello.
Bison. He kind of looks over to Bison.
I like to just imagine as you like introduce Bisco. Bisco's like beating its head into a wall because it's stuck it.
Boom, boom, boom.
It's like Pokemon where you just like keep walking into a wall.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, that's correct, Bison.
Yeah.
This is my
All
brother.
right. I'm gonna forget all of your names right quick and then just give you new ones. So let's just skip to that.
I'm completely fine with that. What's your name?
I do not have one. You can call me whatever you like.
Okay. Well, I can't come
We're
up
back
with
to the
anything
problem
right
we had
now.
for 3 months.
Right.
Yep. Thus the problem begins anew.
3 months later. No, but
We just have the problem for longer now.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Unnamed.
Or he
can
gets
fix it
the-
quicker.
Or he gets the name Edgar quicker, yeah.
Yeah.
Or we can come up with a new one, but I like the Bedworker thing.
I also
He'll
love
get
Bedworker.
essentially on the boat, at some point.
Yeah.
Come
Okay.
up with the name Ben
Sure,
Burger.
let's just hand
He
wave
can
that
work
away.
on his own,
Sure.
but yeah, as you kind of all sit down, kind of have a small chat. The next day arrives. You go to approach the boat. You are greeted by, a what appears to be a kind of pixie-looking half-elf, in armor. You hear, you must be the ones coming to my ship. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Out aboard, out aboard. Plans have been, and you kind of you're ushered in, until we get to our lizard friend, and
Yes.
and you see a look approach her eyes, and all of a sudden you most of the group has been led ahead, and you turn around because you hear, "Fucking lizard with a gun! Not again!
Oz just
Never
goes,
again!"
oh.
Wait, what? Neil, I'm very confused right now. What just happened?
It's okay. Let it happen.
Let it happen.
I'm confused.
I get the
Never
impression that there's
trust a lizard with a gun again,
What?
and is it a fucking bear?
what is happening?
And you,
What?
You just,
We need
you
a
see
wolf
that
and we
all
can
of a sudden-
complete this. All we need is a wolf.
understand you're playing a game, but I don't want
all of a sudden you see this little tiny creature appear next to her and go, then. Oh god, I had to find this voice again.
Go on. You got this. I believe in you.
Go on then.
Just give someone the dog panties and you'll have a wolf.
Velvet, calm down. You don't understand. There's a lizard with a gun. I know. Bad lizard, bad gun. And she looks and goes, Mr. Lizard, I need you to hide the gun and back away slowly.
All right. I disassemble the entire gun in about 12 seconds, and just like, all right, no gun, just a bunch of parts. Fine.
No gun.
It's actually pretty impressive.
That was
He
incredible.
built the thing from scratch, so yeah, he would be able to do this.
I was just like, wow.
All right. Nope. See, nothing. Just got my rapier here. Got a whole bunch of parts in my hand, and I like look around for girl, and there's nothing else around.
I see that gun on my ship. I will not hesitate. No lizards with guns.
So if someone else had the gun, we'll be okay.
No.
I kind of look at Eleanor, like,
She's already taking her gun apart.
Just quickly.
Her, like, put it in the
Yeah.
bag and go. Put her hands up. I got nothing. I'm sorry, ma'am.
So if
Get on
you
the ship.
wanted to, okay.
On the ship.
I'm just like, okay.
Basically, just sitting there with a fish and it's stuck in its mouth.
Okay.
I have questions.
I don't want to know how that happened.
You all get on the ship, and then you Velvet gets on the ship and goes, I gotta go lay down. Keep that fucking lizard away from me.
Wait, so it's Velvet's ship now?
We'll get in there. She goes and
Okay.
lays down, and then you see the small figure kind of steps onto the ship, and she kind of looks at you. And goes, hello, vessel. Pleasure to meet you.
She's
Alright.
back.
He's
I am the
back.
captain of the ship. Would anyone like a fish?
He just raises his hand immediately. Yes.
What kind of fish?
Doesn't matter.
Tuna it is! And you kind of hear, like, she gets really low and goes,
Huh?
and she runs over to the end of the ship and goes, Tuna, come to me! We need to go to deeper waters for tuna!
Tuna?
We need
Oh
to
my
go
God.
to deeper waters for tuna.
And you watch as another woman kind of shows up and pats her on the head and goes, "Oh, lovely captain."
That's her.
And welcome to the ship. I am Cora. It's a pleasure to meet you. Who would like to give me a finger?
Oz just looks to the group. I don't know if this is okay.
You all kind of turn around. The ship's already leaving point. You're like,
I
Almost like we
think
don't have
we
a
were
choice in the matter anymore.
we may have been lured
Okay,
into a
so
trap,
this
guys.
craziness is going on. I'm just gonna set up shop somewhere else, somewhere quiet, hopefully, and hope for the best.
Ben Burke is all like, what did I just sign up for?
Like he
Right.
was just like, oh, it's one of these crews. Okay.
Eleanor kind of goes with you and goes, let me show you my workshop
Ooh,
and see what we can
alright.
get done.
So that automatically gets open for him. Cool.
Yep. So yeah, she shows you that whole thing.
Yeah.
But yes, you head on to deeper waters.
And the tuna is summoned.
Tuna is
Just flies
summoned.
into the hand.
You're worried about the
Ah.
chaos that is Vessel.
Uh,
Cora secretly takes blood samples from you all.
Yep.
What happens when she gets to Oz?
Really?
There's a good chance Oz starts missing body parts
Oh
someday.
no.
He's just missing
Someday.
toes.
He was the
Like,
first one to get
like he
Uh,
wakes up, like because he can see it all. He's just kind of laying there as she's cutting off body parts,
Oz
and
just
then
goes, "What are you
regrowing them.
doing?"
She goes, "It's fine. I'm regrowing them." And she they just do, like you watch as she like cuts off a finger, and then it starts to regrow.
question. What would have happened to Girl in this situation?
I assume girl got on the ship.
Okay.
She
Because
wouldn't have stopped girl
snuck her
from
way
getting on
in.
the ship.
Yeah, the whole thing though with Girl is the sentry
Girl's on
mode,
sentry mode
remember?
when he's asleep.
Yeah. So what happens?
Oh yeah, like in that instant, like girl tries to attack, girl's like instantly, like you wake up with a destroyed girl.
Oh.
Oh, it's like
Okay, then he
that.
probably
Oh.
knows something's up then. Because he's
Yeah.
not happy with that at all.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you-
no, he would not have stood for that then.
But would girl be trying to defend Oz?
No, like when when he's asleep, then the priority is to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said she'd be taking stuff from us in our sleep, so if she took something from Ben Burker.
Oh, she would
Yeah.
try to, and then girl would do something, and
Yep.
she would just be like, it would happen once, and then you'd have that whole argument of what the fuck happened,
Yeah.
Hmm.
and you'd have that whole conversation. Eventually, she'd be like, "Fine, no more blood from the lizard."
What's your
Yeah,
obsession
work with
with?
what you got. Just no.
Oz? Oz just goes, Why are you taking samples from us? I watched you every single night take samples from each and every single one of us."
Excuse me, what now?
Yeah,
Huh?
this
Not very
lady
efficient.
Yeah.
has been taking blood samples and taking body parts off of me apparently, and doing something with them. I don't know. I wasn't following her.
It was a finger. Get over yourself.
Well, okay, but like,
You don't have any blood. How am I supposed to analyze
it's
you? You don't
still.
have any blood.
You don't have to analyze me.
Yes, I do.
Why?
Because I want to.
That. I don't know if I can argue that.
Well, what I want is for you to stop doing that to me. In particular. The rest of them, yeah, them too.
I have got enough samples.
What did you need them for anyway?
to learn about you.
You could.
Yeah,
Most of
from what I
make
understand,
sure
she
you're not
doesn't
going to
need them.
die.
She wants them.
Right.
Genetics. Where you're
Genetic.
from.
To sate her curiosity.
How to
I
become
mean,
you.
I can
Know, those sorts
understand,
of
but I do not agree.
I don't. Hold on. What was that last one?
One more time.
become you. And then she's like
Pleasure
changing into
learn.
all of you, and you're changeling. Oh, yes, me and Velvet are changelings.
Oz just goes. You could have just asked.
What fun is that? Most people just say no. They tend not to ask and just take.
Well,
This is a
yeah.
pirate ship, after all. It's kind of what we do.
So when she does that, well, I'm assuming he's Van Verker at this point.
Yeah, we'll save him name
Yeah,
at this
it's
point.
probably like
Sure.
a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. At this point, he's just like, all right. Just so you know, if you try to use all of this and then like kind of gestures to himself, it's gonna have some strings attached. Just telling you now.
I got your blood, so I don't think I need much else.
No, I mean I am known in many different parts by many different names. So use at your own risk is what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha. This one's my favorite. And she changes into this giant hulking man. He screamed a lot when we first brought him on the ship. It's quite funny. Oh, that
How about
reminds
that
me.
tuna?
I should probably tell Vessel that
Hmm.
we're far out at sea, that the skeleton crew does not need to hide that they're skeletons. I'll be back.
They're what?
There's what?
I knew.
She just leaves.
You what?
I forgot Hawk was not okay with that the first time.
Nope.
It happens.
Yeah, him specifically working with bones as his main like ingredient for stuff, he would probably have picked up on this.
Oh yeah.
I was expecting him to steal into the ship quarters at night and steal bones from the crew.
Straight missing parts.
Gosh, you're right.
My fever.
You don't need that spare rib.
Oh yeah.
Not using that pelvis bone, are you?
You guys kind of you spend a few weeks on the ship, kind of talking and getting to know each other.
I think things need to be addressed between three specific people.
Valia does talk with some of the more lively crew members.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Lively.
they're all fairly lively. They're all fairly like happy and jovial.
No. I mean lively as in alive.
Oh, the living crew members.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Well, not Vessel.
Well,
Not Vessel.
It's not Vessel.
Vessel. She just wants to.
Unless Vessel talks to her, then.
Oh, Vessel talks to literally any and everything.
Oh, I'm aware.
Oh yes.
She's
But
talking
yeah,
to
the-
girl.
Vessel would talk to Vessel.
Oh God, Frazzle Whip and Vessel.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god, I
no.
don't even want
lively
to imagine that
conversations
nightmare.
with Vessel. You learn how weird and quirky and fucking scary she is.
So you said we'll get to it, but I'm gonna ask I'm gonna address the elephant in the room anyway. So is Blue on the ship or?
Yeah. Velvet is
Oh,
blue.
okay.
Sorry. Blue is Velvet, Velvet is blue.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize they were the same person.
Yes.
Yeah, because her
They're
full
the
name
same
is Blue Velvet.
person.
Oh yeah.
Blue Velvet.
I thought that too, man.
But
Good
yeah,
one.
and like as you kind of like as you guys are kind of walking around, occasionally you would see this kind of moth creature kind of fluttering by.
That's a little weird. As well.
And she just seems to be like helping and talking
Hmm.
and whispering. Occasionally you guys hear like lewd things as you walk by and you're like, what? And the moth's already gone.
Valia investigates.
I have some
Eventually,
research I need to attend to.
You investigate, you find her, that moment happens. I'm not gonna stop that moment.
Wonderful.
Wait, so is the moth Velvet or is Velvet not the moth?
No.
Yes.
So Alice is the moth.
Alice.
Alice,
Okay.
that's right.
The moth is the moth.
The moth is the moth that is not a moth. It's a rabbit, but you don't know it's a rabbit. It's a moth.
Yeah. Okay. Now. Okay.
That's
that was my
right.
confusion. I
Yeah.
forgot that
For
she was
now, the
Alice.
moth is the moth.
Is that a thick reference?
What?
The thick to show reference?
No.
'Cause it-
No.
Like Archer being called a bunny, but he's a moth.
No,
No, I don't think so, man.
no,
Okay, that was my confusion. For some reason, I thought Velvet and Alice were the same.
no.
No.
There's training. If I remember correctly, two of you would not have this. Something you would have noticed from day one. Kind of sporadically, you would have a dream. The two people that do not dream, but not have this, it is Black Chamber, little girl crying.
Dreams.
Mm-hmm. You kind of sit down, kind of. Eventually, it is brought up with Eleanor, and she seems to be having the same thing. Just like I don't know, I don't dream. Do you dream, brother? I don't dream.
What's a
Mhm.
dream?
What's a dream?
What's a dream?
What is dream?
I
don't
just sit
have
at
these.
table with man.
With T.
With tea. Tea man.
Man T.
Becoming like his brother the longer he stays with him.
Right.
Well, so they have their discussion. Like they get to know each other, which we'll go over that. It's explained to you. You guys were separated at birth. Your mother took you. Father took him. It's
Gave
not.
me up to a monastery.
Yeah, you gave up. Yeah, you gave up. You gave up to a monastery. He got left in the streets.
Perfect.
Take your pick.
Holes.
But you were then told, you were essentially separated, being hunted by something or someone. He's not entirely sure who or what, but it seems to be trying to eradicate your bloodline, which is why you were abandoned.
Fair.
But yes, you kind of see. You kind of all sit down, and you kind of eventually the dream gets brought up, and Eleanor kind of goes, "You know, I knew that little thing had been through a lot, but damn, that had to have been rough." I can't imagine being trapped for so long in the dark and cold. The good news is, I had a discussion with her. It seems we're going to be making landfall soon. She has an island, and well, we have a very special friend we would for you to meet when we get there.
Well, I was just like, after all the people on this ship, I'm kind of worried what that means.
Oh, trust me,
Oh,
you
I
could want to
second
throw
that.
this one overboard, but it's quite.
Someone left.
Hmm.
We lost Cross.
Uh-oh.
No!
Oh.
He's back.
Cross, are you back?
Trying to be. My Discord keeps like sound shutting off. I don't know what's going
Yep.
Oh, no.
I have that problem every so often. What was the last thing you heard?
on. Discord keeps dying on me. I don't know what's happening.
Oh no!
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay.
So what was the last thing you heard?
I'm about to make landfall.
Okay, so we're about to make land and like we're meeting a
There's
special
not
friend.
much that you're going to meet,
Mhm.
Okay.
but yeah.
And Valiant says, like, there's so special and Valiant is after the people on this ship. I'm not sure. I want to know what that means.
And then Ben Brooker seconded that.
Hog will
But,
third it.
Yeah, this conversation would be happening like near the end of everything, so we're just gonna kind of go back through the things that happened. So, as you're sailing, you're making a few stops, pick up supplies and that. Things happen because things just happen around Vessel.
Yeah.
Of course.
Finds chaos. So
Yep, and that's probably how we level up.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's where the leveling up comes from.
Makes sense.
You stop in one city. So just a few of the things we're gonna go over. So you stop at the city. You kind of you save some villages. Stop a kraken. Those sorts of things.
Kraken.
Sick.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Holy,
not as
that's
scary
the
as you-
20th level stuff.
He said stop, not beat.
Oh, good
You
point.
stop a kraken. You
Fair.
you all are fighting the tentacles, and then Vessel comes out from below deck and kraken. Stop it.
The Kraken sweats.
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah.
Not that.
You just hear like a bubbling sound, and you just hear, "It's okay. It happens to the best of us."
It threw a temper tantrum.
You guys, like that's like the iconic moment. You gotta look. The fuck is this thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we all
Yeah, we
just
were
like
barely able to survive just the tentacles.
right.
And she
Mhm.
commanded the entire thing to heal.
I was just like honestly, it's like, dear God.
And then
So, don't mess with the little girl.
we go. Now, time for more fish. Fishy, and she goes back below deck.
Can I have a sword?
Yeah.
Impales itself on the deck.
Oh
But
God.
yeah. So the big things we're gonna go over, the ones that's where you're gonna get your gear. So
You get a magic item.
At-
You
at-
get a magic
at
item.
one
And you
point-
get a magic item.
at one point you're sailing the sea. There seems to be two battling ships. Do you help the lady bounty hunter or the rough and tumble pirate?
Oz is just like, I'll leave that one up to you guys. If there's nothing in it really for me, then like, I don't really wanna deal with that.
Save the bounty hunter. Pirates usually don't have much good gear on them.
He's right.
So we wouldn't really get that much of a reward.
That's fine by me, I guess.
I suppose that works.
Bounty hunter it is.
So
And then we all die.
Right.
And then we all die.
Oh yeah.
All right.
TPK.
All think.
Good campaign, guys.
You
Good
guys help.
campaign.
Right.
The voluptuous red-headed bounty hunter known as the Pirate Queen.
You still get lead characters.
I knew who it was as soon as he mentioned what they were who was fighting.
I didn't put together the other one.
The
I'm
dual
glad.
pistol.
I'm happy. I'm pleased with the choice.
Same.
But yes, and Ben Verker in awe with her dual pistol, and she.
Oh yes.
Remembers I'm
Things.
still not allowed to use firearms. I'm like, what do I do now?
Hmm.
I'm like, well, I guess I'll just use this
You
longbow.
start putting your gun together, and then you see out of the corner of your eye, you see Blue kind of looking at you. She starts leveling her sword towards you.
No, like it's that whole thing where it's like, okay, let me just do this, and then in the background, some characters just like eyes start gleaming.
Right. It's like, okay, never mind.
But,
All
so-
right.
Quick, give me
welcome
those.
that
Give me
way.
those.
So you help her, and you're allowed to take the pirate's gear, which would be a magical scimitar that appears to light on fire, and a strange gun. Which I'm assuming.
Now hold on. Okay, all right, hold on. I'm not allowed to touch this thing. So why are you doing this to me, Fluffy?
To be fair, if we killed the other bounty hunter, it'd be
You
two
don't
pistols.
get to blame me for this one.
Mm,
No, we do because you said
No,
no more
no,
league, and then you brought
no.
league
You
back.
get to
Yeah.
blame me, sir,
Yeah.
for this
Yeah.
one.
Oh.
Yeah, this is all me.
Oh my god.
What did you do?
I traumatized Boo.
She, there's a reason. Look, she was part of a group. A certain gun-wielding dragon creature became chaos incarnate. She couldn't handle it. She may have tried to steal some guns.
That may
Oh
have
my.
gone very poorly for her.
She ended up battling through a snow-covered mountain through wolves
Tigers.
and tigers
And bears? Oh my.
Oh my.
And lizards, apparently.
And lizards.
With
The bear
guns.
was also a part of this.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
the beginning of all this.
Like I said, all we needed to make this whole outburst complete was wolves. One
Yeah.
wolf would have probably sent her over the edge.
Well, good thing Alpha and Omega weren't there then.
But yes. So you
That's
you,
funny.
you acquire a strange gun and a flaming scimitar, which I'm assuming you're going to identify.
I can't touch it. I can't touch the gun, but I will identify the scimitar.
All right, you identify the scimitar. It is a flaming scimitar. It is the flaming scimitar of oranges.
Of course it is.
What?
Of
It
course it
requires-
is.
It requires it to. I'll have to actually put them in. I kind of felt.
I feel like there's so
do that.
much context that I'm missing.
Kind of.
With each sentence,
yeah,
I'm just like
kind of.
it's
So
slowly
essentially,
devolving into madness.
it's a scimitar. It deals 1d6 fire damage. Also, oranges count as health potions while you're attuned to this item.
I love it.
What was the phrase you used to always say, Blaze? For that
Eating
character?
oranges, it'll be okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I ate oranges and it
And
was
it was
gay.
gay.
What?
Being
worry
as
about it.
they know you can identify these things, you are allowed to identify the gun.
Okay.
It is called Barrel Go Boom Boom.
Of course it is.
Yes.
It
Bless
is
it.
a normal gun, except any barrel shot with this gun explodes. It does not require attunement.
And what kind of gun is this?
It'd be a
That.
that.
Like a flintlock
Flintlock?
pistol.
flintlock
Yeah.
pistol. It does make its own ammo. It's
Yeah. Ah, yes. I can make barrels explode with this thing. Lovely.
it any and every barrel that you shoot with this, no matter the content, will explode.
Barrel full of bananas. Banana Bob, look out!
You know, you can make a heal bomb if you fill a barrel with oranges.
Only for the person that is wielding the scimitar, I think.
Yeah.
Why not both?
Quickly, stand next to this. Run after those enemies, and I'll throw a barrel at it. Don't worry, it has oranges.
Perfect.
But these are the things you acquire. The second looting phase. Eventually, there is a village that you run into. It is being terrorized by monsters.
I'm a monster.
Monsters and bandits and all this sort of stuff. You do some investigating. Eventually, you find out that the mayor is corrupt. You go to confront him. But on the day that you confront him, you are left with a choice. You can either try and put down this corrupt mayor, and thus make it so he cannot do this again, or you can save the village because it is currently being attacked by bandits and monsters as he is trying to make his escape.
What was the first
Volley
option
wants to
again?
Corrupt.
kill the mayor or save the village.
Oh.
Volley wants to save the village.
Save the village.
Hawk also wants to save the village.
I,
Oz is torn.
I guess they were saving the village.
Oz
Because
just goes
Alright.
with the group.
Enderker is just going to be like, whatever you guys want.
Yeah, I was kind of.
I just imagine it's like, yeah, you guys do that. I'll be right back, and then he just like takes aim at the mayor.
Right.
Pretty much. Just like
Actually, if that's an option, Oz would have stayed with Ben Verker and slain the mayor as you guys saved the village.
No, you could only do one.
Dang
You
it.
cannot divide the party and try to do both.
You sure?
I am
Squints.
positive.
Okay.
Okay, you can divide the party. I have to roll and figure out which players die then.
What?
Okay.
Oh,
Never
why?
mind.
You could do both.
Whoa,
but
whoa,
there's a
whoa!
chance
Why is
players
that an
will go
option?
down.
What's the other option?
Mayor
kill-
save village or do
Someone
both,
dies.
but risk the life of players.
The implication being that if I'm correct in assuming this, the people's lives at stake are the ones that's helping the village.
Yes.
Because it's like the less you have by going after the mayor, you have less people attacking the monsters and bandits.
Yes.
Okay.
That makes sense.
It's not like a few. This is like a large. Like it's taking you guys plus Joseph plus Eleanor.
Right.
Oh, this is horde mode then.
Yeah, this is like
Okay.
this is like
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
like
we end up
like
going
you
through group, I
you
guess.
learn that like this isn't like a normal like this is a like essentially like an evil sort of wizard type. person.
What kind of monsters are these then?
A lot of them would be like summoned infernals, so small.
Oh,
demons.
we're going in demonic route. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, then yeah.
Essentially opened up
okay.
a portal, so like you need to slay everything, close
sure.
the portal. There's like human bandits that are working with them because they'd be paid to.
I was just like, this is what I'm
Okay.
used to. Let's go.
Well, given the opportunity to acquire more materials, yeah, he'd probably go with that route then.
Right.
Human bone versus demonic bone. Yeah, that's not even a question.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. So you guys eventually close the portal. You do acquire. It is. I think I still have it here. It's called the Ring of Minor Demons.
Oh.
While attuned to this, you can read and write Abyssal. Also, once per day, you may summon a fiend of challenge rating 1 or lower to aid you in battle for 1 minute. Make a charisma saving check. On a success, the fiend acts on your turn and listens to you. On a fail, the fiend will not attack you, but will do as it pleases.
Oz hates that thing. This is demon related.
But you kind of like as you close the portal, that pops up.
Mm-mm.
You also get the kindness and gratitude of the villagers. Everyone would acquire so say an extra 50 gold. I guess I never stated this. Everyone set your gold currently to 550.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so I have less gold now?
What?
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying.
Well, because like originally you would have done 500.
I had more than that.
I know, but timelines have been reset.
Yeah, we got everything reset.
A lot of things have been reset.
Okay.
There would have been costs and stuff associated with acquiring gear and that sort of stuff. I'm just putting everyone on the same gold line currently.
God damn it!
I know.
I worked hard to gamble to get more money than people.
Man, I had over 1,000.
Now
How
we
much
have
did
an
you
opportunity to gamble our money. The only person I don't know who actually is proficient with playing cards, so you might be able
have
to actually
playing
get
card
us
set.
off of. We might actually start like a gambling routine.
I went from
That-
3,500 to 500.
Pantis doesn't need to
550.
gamble.
I got minions.
Oh right. But yeah, like Venberker would actually want to like start up just like some competition of some kind among the party to
Oz does have a playing
start
card set.
that. Like he doesn't have like cards or anything, but he's like, okay, maybe we should start like a gambling thing for this just among the party.
Like bets.
Yeah, some kind of betting system or like some
But
kind of game.
Boy would do none of that.
Really?
Dick AP? No?
What?
DKP?
I don't know what that is.
TKP.
Dragon Point or something?
Dragon Killer Points. DKP.
Yes.
Why are
I
we
don't know
talking
what that
about
is.
DKP? It's a form of point-like currency people from WoW used to use to help distribute raid drops. Basically, by
Oh.
showing up to a raid, you would receive attendance points in the form of DKP, Dragon Killer points. And
Huh.
then when gear dropped, you would spend those points to get priority on that gear so that you could get it.
Interesting.
Huh.
You don't really see point systems like that in online games anymore because drops tend to be a little more lucrative these days.
Unless you're Blade and Soul and you have to spend
Unless
actual
there's a lot
gold.
of other games that have problems with that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
On a
Yeah.
boat,
Okay. Well, it was an idea.
you find a little bit more gold and a magic ring.
Who has the ring? Because if no one's claiming it,
Hawk wouldn't want it.
Oz definitely wouldn't want it.
Nope.
What ring?
The demon one, I think.
Ring of minor demons.
yeah, I'll take the ring if no one is claiming it.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
It-
It's been over a year since I made this. Jesus. But yes. So those would be like the two big events. That a bunch of smaller stuff happens. But yeah, you kind of over the next like few weeks, you kind of all get to learn about each other. You have a lot of time to sit and discuss things.
This is where the talks happen. Okay.
Yeah. So this is where anyone that wishes to reveal anything of their backstories and that sort of stuff that they were to reveal over the next 3 weeks, or any sort of
Oz
player discussions.
Oz
would
just
happen.
walks over to Hawk finally, because like throughout like their boat adventures, he sees that like Hawk either avoids him or just glares at him as he's walking, because like he can just feel that and see that, being a rogue. And as we're on the ship, Oz walks over to Hawk and just goes, "What's your problem with me?"
It's quite simple. You shouldn't be alive.
Listen, I understand that, but this isn't really my choice.
And I get that, but what you are is unnatural, and I'm not a huge fan.
And that's completely understandable. I'm sorry for what I am. Originally, if that helps, I was a tiefling. But saying that I am unable to sleep naturally anymore, it's still weird to me. But yeah, I completely understand your dislike for me. If it makes you feel any better, I am just dead on the inside.
It doesn't.
Well, that's all I got, I guess.
Look. You're... I'm not gonna be okay with what you are.
Fair.
It's probably never gonna happen. But... I mean, this is a very tentative but. You weren't raised by evil means. You were raised with a job to do, and I can respect that much of it.
If that's
I'll
all
work
I
with
can...
you if I have to.
Yeah.
But we won't ever be friends.
And that's completely understandable. I'll take what I can get. Seems to be just purely business. And if that's what it shall be, then that's fine with me. Because even back when I had my group, not everybody enjoyed me, despite them working under me, but it was business. That's just how it was. We got things done.
That's fair enough.
Oh, we can continue working together.
But I am watching you.
And that's okay. Oz gets up and walks away.
It's better how I thought that was gonna go.
Any other discussions or revealing backstories?
Valia will talk to Vinverker about new gear, but otherwise not really.
Oh yeah, Oz
Okay.
also visits Ben.
So, everything is auto-completed that you would ever want to be created.
Hey,
For
time
the
to look
most
up
part,
weapons.
once it's
For the
been
most
around
part.
20.
Is this
Time to
sword
look.
versus-
So okay, so what weapon-wise, what tier of weapon can I have?
Dagger.
I can't have a short sword?
I mean, you can, but I would need a longer bone for that.
Dagger.
Oh, we've been fighting demons, so never mind. I would probably have a long bone.
More than
Also,
likely.
I said you've made stops to buy
Yeah.
things and that sort
Yeah.
of.
Okay.
sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
You're right. Then yeah, you would have a short sword
Material been acquired.
or rapier or whatever your preference is for any finesse weapons, because that's pretty much what a rogue should have.
Finesse.
Yeah.
Keyword there is finesse.
Yes.
Finesse.
Do
Okay, so
not
type
want to
in
use strength.
filter.
Yeah. Not versatile.
Finesse.
Finesse.
How do you spell finesse?
Fine ass. No.
Fine.
But yes. Yeah.
Sorry, it was too easy.
Essentially, we need to get an actual people want. And then
Yeah. No. Like seriously, this is your stop for the shop.
Dang it, I can't just look up finesse. Dang it.
There is a request section. Please make sure that the gear that you wish is in there. I will have to at some point go through everyone's inventories and fix all that.
Okay. So, the weapons that have finesse are daggers,
Uh-huh.
Short swords. rapiers.
darts.
Uh-huh.
Well, most range weapons would be counted as dexterity instead of strength. So
Sure.
there's that. Rapier, scimitar, short sword, and a whip.
Okay.
Those are the weapons you can choose from.
What tier of short sword should I have? Would it be blue quality, green quality, purple?
What?
Talking
He's
about
talking about
rarity.
rarity.
Oh,
Blue is rare. Purple is very
It
rare.
kind of just balances with all the other games.
well,
I'm
for
trying to
now,
list
it's gonna be like super minor, just a +1 at the moment,
Yeah.
unless you specifically ask for something. Like you have to state what kind of enchantment you would
Like I
want
said,
on it.
I
And-
need things listed out on my end so I can look into things.
Yeah.
Trying to look like
I made the section so people
Yep.
can be like, this is what I
We
want.
have a requests for the artificer section.
Oh no, I just realized this new Oz wouldn't be so edgy. Can't have the
No.
Archon blade.
No, but yeah, we can look into that. Make sure everyone has their gear.
You have a
picked out.
week. If you don't have it by next session, then you don't have it.
No, I'm coming up with it now.
We still got stuff we need to go through.
I don't
So
even know
you have
what
a
to
week.
ask for.
You have a week.
That's disappointing.
Most of your stuff is
we didn't
taken
do
care of. But you still have like your +1 thing. It's just now a fishing rod with a rat on it instead of a broomstick. your weird customization weapon.
We kind of talked about mine already, Fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
some stuff
we
that's
were
been
talking about
discussed.
like, well, we can just, like you don't want the ogre gauntlets anymore, so we can probably just have another thing that boosts your strength.
Yeah.
Can I
We
have
just,
Can I have the vicious short sword?
I'll
I mean,
have to look into it.
it's super basic. It just makes it hit a
Yeah.
little bit harder when it does stuff.
No, I know what it is. I just kind of, like I said, I need full gear sets so I can make kind of double check.
Also,
things
this
are
leather +1 for armor.
Sure.
Yeah, anything
you
plus
have-
one is just like super easy. It's just like, okay,
Yeah.
it just gives you like a bump.
Okay.
That's it.
But yeah, I said we'll get into that. We got other things we need to go over. So
Hawk will mention to the party during the travel, by the way, that he's looking for his sister too.
Okay.
anyways, you guys have bonding experiences with your fighting. Kind of get to know how each other fight. It is a much more relaxed basis. You're not thrown around this time.
Yep. You understand that Vendricker has some more unsavory tendencies, but once you point them out to him that you don't like him doing those things, he'll curtail them according to your needs. So he's very courteous in that regard.
About I would say about 2 weeks into the journey, the gun law is relaxed on. As she learns
Good.
that you're not chaos incarnate with a gun. So you're allowed to travel with your guns at that point.
Which he is eternally grateful for because that's like an extension of himself almost. It's just like, need it.
Eleanor convinces Blue to let you have your guns. But
Now you have a barrel gun and a irregular gun.
Yeah, actually, would I be able to upgrade my rifle during this period?
yeah, like I said, Eleanor's there helping you. So
Okay,
like,
then.
My God, that's
Sorry, the background noise.
Oh, sorry, that was my bad.
you good?
Yep. Fuck, good thing I didn't mean to.
Nice.
All I heard was like,
What
my
was
God, the
that?
I love that.
I'm glad I didn't hear the last bit of it then.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it is no longer a musket. It is a full-on hunting rifle, like a modern-day hunting rifle that this thing has been upgraded to. So yeah, name to be determined because I change it every single time. I do upgrades and stuff.
Cool. Yeah, gear is made. Discussions are had. Eventually, you guys make a stop off at the pirate island. Mostly because they need to switch boats. Vessel and that crew are they kind of need to stay there and get things prepared on their end because they're kind of caught up on what's going on, and them being them, they're like, oh yeah, no, we'll definitely help with this. You are eventually led over to a ship. You see Eleanor as you're going to the ship. You see Eleanor has this large sort of orb. It seems to be kind of glowing with his magic. And as they approach the thing, Vessel seems super excited. He's right in there. You promise? Promise. Promise. Yes, yes. He's in here. God rest his soul. And they kind of they take you onto the deck of the ship. Small little ship, lots of metal pieces. You kind of you see them go into the captain's quarter. You hear some clanking sounds. And then you just hear
A bunch of typing.
Ah,
What?
ah,
What is happening? What was that?
That was a bot.
That was a lot.
Warn me.
What?
Huh?
What is happening?
I know how to use your bot against you. Don't test me.
Well, but technically, you would know this character better than I do.
What? What did you need to say? Sorry, I didn't. I was noted out talking to Misa.
I'm just thinking of like the nut button. Nut.
Well, he just got resurrected, and he sees Vessel. First off, we know how he feels about that. Okay, guys, stop. It's specific. It's a specific voice.
I'm Billy.
What? No,
he
stop.
also sees Eleanor, and he's like, she's hot, but fuck her. She makes me
Wait.
do work.
It's you.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Stop.
I feel like this is the actual character though.
OMG, look at her.
Okay. I did what I needed to do.
And so you see, you have this. When eventually the door would open, and you see, you all draw your weapons as Eleanor comes out with another mini golem.
I don't trust that thing.
And she seems to be holding it, and you're like, what is going? And then you see the golem kind of snuggling into her boobs.
Hey, you fuckers.
What?
I would like you all to meet the hizzle to the nizzle
Oh my
to the
god.
fizzle, Asha Wizzle.
I hate it.
I didn't understand that at all.
Wait. Who's in the? I got this mixed up. I thought this was someone else. My
Nope.
bad.
This is Auschwitz.
What?
You what?
Kentucky
What
is
was
currently
that name by
Auschwitz's
me
body
again?
running rampant. She
Ah,
pulled out the wrong soul.
okay. So the goal. So I was okay. Cool.
Sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. I should have explained this too. Yes. It is Auschwitz in the golem.
I feel like he needs a better name. You know what? I'm not gonna.
You can change his name. That's just how I explain things.
Nope. That's fine.
Why is there a German city in here?
I was thinking Neil.
I don't think it is. I don't know. I don't remember his first name. I couldn't find it.
Auschwitz or something.
His name wasn't actually Auschwitz. They just could
Sure?
not pronounce his name, and so they started calling him Auschwitz.
Okay.
He got so many name variations at the end there.
He was the Ben Burker of the group.
No, it was way worse.
So
Oh my god.
this is your captain. He will be guiding this boat.
I'm sorry, what?
This is his boat.
Okay.
You will follow his rules. Also,
So I kind of turned to Hawk at this point, make the like drinking motion, and kind of like nod towards like the dining hall.
You wanna
Right
go-
behind you.
I turn and leave.
you watch and
Yeah.
hear the tentacles just shrink.
Oh,
Or not.
This is serious.
Uh,
There are some rules. No destroying the boat. Do not kick your captain. If you throw him overboard, make sure to retrieve him. He is not allowed magical artifacts for reasons that he knows.
hmm.
Also, he is very well acquainted with golem making. That's about it. That's about all he knows. He's good with directions. If he gets really annoying, you do have the right to, throw him overboard.
But we have
But
to
you must retrieve him.
Yeah, we got it.
Got it.
yeah, retrieve. Yeah.
Sure.
And the golem kind of walks back in and then eventually comes out dressed in clothes that definitely do not fit because they were built for his original body.
You didn't tell me you put him in the gold body.
The body you had available.
This is your monster. You're speaking for him now.
Here we go.
I'm worried.
I'm extremely worried.
Yep.
To be fair,
Oh, this is gonna
is
be
this
long...
the human voice or the golem voice? That's important.
I am your captain. You will obey my authority.
that voice, though.
Okay. So that's the human. Got it.
The way the voice is so
That's the
unnerving.
human. It's always been Kentoki's voice.
Yeah. I had to make sure.
The voice is really
Make
unnerving.
sure it's set up properly.
Oh, I hate that. I'll be honest. I hate that.
As you should.
He's not gonna do that much talking. He's just there. As the captain. He's it because technically this is his boat, and we had the body and we had the soul. It was gonna eventually happen, but you guys have made Eleanor and Vessel meet much quicker. So you now have your actual captain.
No longer Captain Vison.
No, Vison stopped being captain. It was
Or
Captain
I was
Valia.
gonna say, or Captain Valia.
Yeah.
The big thing about your captain, he's a fucking dick.
So we throw him overboard.
Let's see. So how many times
Oh,
have
yeah,
we
there's
done
been
that?
multiple times where like you've thrown him overboard and then you have to retrieve him. Ben Verker is gonna have a lot of fun with him, being as he's a nosy little prick, and probably will just be behind him the entire time, wondering what he's doing.
Oh God!
You shall address me as Captain Kentucky. I am better than all of you.
There it is.
Punt.
right off the deck.
So at some point he's gonna start messing with the vocal cords of the golem, so it can't speak.
Perfect.
What?
He can just fix it. He's a master of golem making. That's the one thing.
Oh no! The Burke is like a hated here.
Frassoway will actually acknowledge him.
Then I'm gonna create I'm just gonna create a mute button on him in the form of a silent spell.
I love it. I'll just be talking. And then...
I mean, technically speaking, yeah. Like if you're in that workshop, this is technically his workshop. It's designed to build golems, so you are in his boat.
Wow.
Yeah. So about that silent spell that I'm gonna be making, just like beep. All right, no one can talk in this area at all.
Just to know how he's actually useful. He knows how to make golems. He has that feat that gives him perfect directions and perfect memory.
Keen mind.
Yeah, keen mind. So he's your data catalog. So something happens, he'll know it.
Okay.
Will we ask him for it? Probably not.
He's actually a very good businessman.
He is.
Yeah.
Ask him about sawdust boobs.
Good businessman, bad with money.
Oh, he's that kind of okay.
Oh.
And yeah, he runs the ship.
Ask him about sawdust boobs.
Ask me about my wiener.
Stop.
He also well, no, they wouldn't figure that one out. So occasionally you hear like flute music. It's actually pretty good flute music because he would have been trained in it, even more so.
Oh.
Occasionally you guys sneak up and you hear this like slow humming
of just some weird song about papayas.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
The
The last half of this session is just a big question mark for me. I don't know what's
Perfect.
happening anymore.
I don't know if these references were worth it, man.
No, I am lost.
He has a lot of little quirks, but he is your captain. He will be captaining the boat. He is your resource for information. Just he will, unless for some odd reason you take him off of the boat, he will be staying with the boat.
Ditch.
If you take him off of the boat, he does technically have stats. He's considered a sidekick, but unless you take him off the boat, we're not gonna get
Does
into
he
that.
float?
I think it would.
After about the 12th time of being thrown overboard, he would
Install a
himself.
flotation device?
Yeah.
That's fair. I'm about to say, I'm very sure each one of us is
Eventually,
thrown off the boat.
you throw him over and you see that he actually has like a grappling hook attached to him that just bungee cords him back onto the boat. He's
There'll be a point where Benbrooker's just like tossing him back. He comes back, tosses him back again, and just like a game out of this. Like, all right, who wants to play ball?
I'm game.
I'm kind of bored. Yeah, sure.
yes. You guys switch over boats. Vessel tries to come with you guys, being as she's Vessel.
Vessel.
The golem puts its foot down and refuses to let her anywhere near the boat.
He's good for something.
And calls over Blue. Gets a hold of Blue, and Blue escorts her off of the boat, kicking and screaming.
Tendrils and all.
Tendrils and all. But yeah, eventually you make your way back to the island. Most of that happens the same way.
Well, we fight the dragons.
No one is robbed. Actually, that's not true. Joseph is robbed.
Oh.
Bad.
I love it.
Oh, but we have a lot less money than we did last time.
Yep.
True.
Yeah. So it's not as big of a loss, I guess.
No, I get quite a bit from him. But yeah. So most of that happens the same way, give or take. The dragon fight is a lot more.
Just what?
Yeah, the dragon fight is a lot more put together this time, especially since you now have two fairly high level party members with you, so it goes a lot smoother.
Fair.
And with Eleanor's help, you are able to convince quite a few of the adventurers to stay and kind of help with this. So you have a much larger army when you leave.
Yeah.
But you still get panties. You still meet Kingmaker.
Oh, we still get panties. Sick.
Yeah, we established it last time.
Yeah.
Oh, I should say, and while you were on the pirate island, you still gets on your boat to kind of guide you over there.
Yeah.
And, all that still happens the same way.
You find out he's
because
a
at this
lich.
point, there's not too much variation in the previous timeline and this one.
No.
True.
Which I'm just gonna refer to the previous timeline as the corrupt timeline.
Yeah, that's what I've been calling it.
Bad end.
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
bad
Yeah,
end.
me and Neil talked about it. We were like, okay, now I think we're like on the
definitely
true path now. True
Things
ending.
definitely go a lot.
I don't know about
smoother.
true path, but that one was definitely bad. End.
Yeah, we're like either
Yeah.
on the good ending or the true ending.
Things definitely go a lot smoother because you guys are
Or
definitely
neutral.
like a unit.
We made a
this
scratch.
time.
Yeah.
We made a
So,
stretch.
You know, you prevent. There's a lot of bad things that you guys never saw.
Yep.
that are now prevented
Uh-huh.
from that. But instead of going to the tournament, you end up going just straight to the city. You get there. You guys meet Crow. She kind of explains things a little bit. Alpha and Omega show up. The ritual is explained. Crow's the one that originally told Alpha how to break the curse on Omega. I'm assuming Valia still has no qualms about helping with that.
Even less so now.
No, so that's broken. They're released. Like as this kind of like you guys are kind of getting ready. Because Crow says, "Give me a few days. I need to get some contacts in order." You guys kind of leave, and as you're leaving, Joseph kind of turns to you and goes, "Oh my god, I nearly forgot about the tournament. Who wants to join in a fight?"
None of us raises our
Neil's
hands.
I imagine Neil's like, I swear to fucking god, if any of you say
Not
yes.
this again!
Brother, think of it. We could tag team. We could take them by storm. What do you say?
And then he keels over.
Right, actually? Is this for the timelines
I
meetup?
like this idea.
Yes. I mean, obviously, I must, as the champion of fisticuffs, I must compete in that. But I think we can do. I can do 2. Yeah, I can do 2. Yeah.
He's so excited.
I can fight alongside my brother.
Why don't we do both, brother?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
love this interaction.
Who else is with us?
Bro!
Provasia!
Provasia!
Standard operating procedure.
Anyone else participating in the tournament? We're not gonna actually go through the tournament.
Oh, hell no.
But
Valia would be kind of interested in it. But I mean, at the same time, like Valia, she'd be interested in.
Yeah, same with Hawk.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, wait,
So, like,
hold on.
anyone that wishes to compete, you get to compete.
Would Oz and Hawk enter again together?
I mean, I doubt it.
No.
Oh, yeah, probably not, huh?
No, they
Definitely
would
probably
not
would not
want
be
you
entering
at
the 2v2.
his back.
You could enter like the 1v1.
Okay, so then I think Oz
but-
enters the 1v1.
The thing is, like there would actually be 2 competitions that
As a rogue?
Sure.
The magic competition would go on this time.
Yep, the magic competition would go on, and also the archery competition.
Archery.
Define archery.
Yeah.
Any sort of ranged weapon would be considered to be able to be entered in that.
You know,
It was
actually,
all like,
it's not
fine,
gonna
Ben
actually
Brooker
play out.
entered.
One question. One question for this. What are the rewards?
Actually, yeah, Oz would need to know this too.
If the rewards aren't good enough, he will not participate.
Wasn't it a substantial money?
He does not care about money.
I'm just asking.
Bones.
Yeah, I mean, it was all gold based. It was all based upon how many people entered.
Well, Oz enters first.
A lot of the competitors actually wouldn't have shown up as last time because most of them are currently getting ready to siege a town.
Oh, right.
But you'd be looking at 300 for a winning team, 100 for second place, 50 for third.
So not substantial.
Oh yeah, Oz for sure is. See now, unfortunately, we're not playing this out because for a specific reason, and that would be to see Oz and Hawk face off against each other.
Oh, that depends on if Hawk enters the front 1v1.
This guy, yeah, it depends on what everyone's entering. So
I thought that would be his only option. You don't have a partner for the 2v2.
Yeah.
Black Joe is definitely, Black Joe has to enter the fisticuffs. Is anyone else entering the fisticuffs?
Ben's going to be entering the ranged competition.
Begrudgingly.
Going down a list here. Fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs?
Fisticuffs. Are you entering fisticuffs? Or
I'm entering fisticuffs.
Okay, you enter fisticuffs. As we well know, you just beat the competition.
Yeah,
up
you
until
absolutely annihilate everyone.
Heck yeah.
yeah. You would technically still have the same fights in that. You do actually get to face against Set.
Whoop him.
It is rather close.
Oh.
Ooh.
But you do beat him. Being as he mostly wants to pull you closer, and pulling you closer is not good for him.
Nope.
No.
I also like
so.
the idea that if they make it to the final of doubles and the fisticuffs, like the brothers immediately go from working together to fighting each other.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
So they would beat literally in the finals they would just beat the shit. I'm sorry to say, Joe's probably gonna win that. As much as I would like to have you win that, I don't think you're beating him when you only do half damage and he's like twice your level.
Wait, what type of monk is he?
But open hand.
Open hand and barbarian.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. So he doesn't do force damage.
No.
Uh,
Flurry of blows, knock you down sort of situation.
Yep. Stunned.
Yeah. Which is
Like
just
a constant stun.
Doom, 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 doom. But yeah,
Yeah.
you do take second place. So you make 100 gold in the fisticuffs. And then we just move down to 2v2s. Anyone else entering the 2v2s?
Like, I don't think any of us have a partner for the 2v2s unless Hawk and Valia team up.
I don't know if anyone else was partnering up for that.
Yeah, she would team up with a Hawk for it.
The situations have changed.
Yeah, what's the rapport between the two of them? Since the dynamic has changed between
it was never particularly bad to begin with, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I thought so.
We were never bad, but we were never super close either. I feel like we're just maybe a little closer in this timeline.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I said everyone quote unquote is close except for Oz and Hawk essentially, and probably Oz and Valia.
Right. Oz is a bit,
which probably makes Valia and Hawk even close.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, exactly.
That probably puts them a little
coming at me.
Right.
They're both kind of watching him. But yeah, I'd say
That's it.
Team Godfist.
Hey.
Team Godfist.
I like it.
I love it.
Godfist.
Wow.
Make it to the finals. And I don't know what your guys' team would be called.
Brofist?
Now I'm assuming at this point Hawk would have had his,
Yeah, these dreams happened.
Wait, both of you use weapons that incorporate fire damage, right?
Yeah, technically.
Not anymore.
No, Valia does not.
Okay,
right.
So
it's the thing we talked about. Yeah.
The finals would be Team Godfist versus Team Holy Nova.
Holy Nova.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Holy Nova.
But you guys would put up a good fight. Bison would probably go down, but
Bison would go down.
But yeah, I still feel like
I could actually do some decent damage to Black Joe.
You could,
because I can negate that. I can negate the resistance.
True.
Yeah.
Does he resist radiant damage?
Fire damage.
I'm asking for me.
He literally resists everything.
Then yeah, I have no real way to hurt him. So all my shit's radiant. Besides my fire sword that she can negate it for herself.
No, I don't think you understand. The only thing, no, yeah, he literally resists every single type of damage.
Yeah, but she can negate
because
fire
of
resistance.
the totem of the bear.
Yeah,
barbarian.
she negates fire damage.
And then okay. But since Valia can circumvent fire resistance, then yeah.
I mean, I can do damage. I can't win, but I can do like I
Yeah.
can actually hurt him.
Like you definitely put up a good fight. That's what I'm saying. Like you guys, like if he wasn't so much higher than you guys,
I like to think that this is probably the closest anyone's ever gotten.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, eventually they win. So second place, you each get 50 gold apiece. The winners each get 150 gold apiece. Then we move down to the 1v1s. Who's all in the 1v1s?
Oz is entering.
Okay.
You get to fight the people I had fought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's possible to enter more than one tournament.
It is.
You just have to understand when you enter more all that in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have ways to heal in between, but yeah.
So, it's like you're going to be at a disadvantage if more than one tournament.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
If he's gonna fight Oz, he wants to do it as full.
Fair. Oz would happily welcome it.
But yeah. God, I'm trying to think how far Rogue would actually make it in the competition.
I think he would lose he would lose to my second opponent.
Yeah, honestly.
That barbarian had 3 attacks a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
And you wouldn't have any sneak attack.
Oh, that's true, huh?
Yeah, if you don't have sneak attack, Rogue without sneak attack is.
Like, because that barbarian was rolling 28s.
I'm back.
Maybe I can turn invisible and everything to activate sneak attack.
Yeah, you can turn invisible once.
That's right.
But if he can hit you 3 times in a turn, you're dead. Like with the amount of damage he was doing and the amount of health a rogue has, like, he needs one turn.
Rogues are meant to stealth and hide. They're supposed to break stealth only to attack.
Right.
And then they would just get out of the situation to re-hide.
Exactly.
That's their whole mechanic. If they don't have sneak attack, they can't really do much else.
That's true, yeah. So I lose. It's fine.
Yeah,
I don't care.
It's
put up a good fight. It's just like it's one of those things where it's like it's not the right competition for you.
Perfect. I just wanted to do it just because. We wanted to see if he can get the reward.
It's a test. Yeah.
You don't care.
Test himself. And then we move on to
archery
ranged, which we have 2 people in there.
Do we?
I would assume Cabbage would enter.
Did Cabbage enter?
You're not entering?
She does not.
Okay.
No, she's gonna be running her panty scam out in the
Oh
streets
yeah,
again.
that still happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna say I don't. Yeah, you make quite a bit there.
God.
We're gonna we'll just add 100 for your panty scam.
Amazing.
Ooh.
And
there's a sandcastle competition, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
We'll get there. So yeah, I guess most people would not be able to compete with Mr. I have a rifle.
Yeah.
So,
also, I don't have disadvantage at long range because sharpshooter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
I have a sniper rifle.
Oh my god, you have an op.
Which means that my range is. Let me just double check.
Do you have sharpshooter?
I do. Even back then, I had sharpshooter.
Oh. I know.
Yeah, so I have a range of 240 feet.
Yeah.
Ben Verker has an op.
They were still beating you in that cup.
Yeah.
So
it's not as long as a longbow, but still.
Yeah.
Op just one shot everything.
Yeah, like the only one that would have been able to put up a good fight.
Yeah, when I can pump out like multiple shots in a few seconds, just like good luck.
Yeah.
It's at that moment where the targets were barrels, and you're like, I'm about to ruin this man's whole career.
Yeah. And I just pull out the pistol. Bah.
It's a sharpshooter competition. You know, hit the target is going blah 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 blah. So yeah, you ace that.
Yeah, I ignore the loading property too for this thing, so it's just like,
Yeah.
all right.
So yeah, 300 gold for you. Anyone entering the magic competition?
I would want to, but she would be using her spell slots in the other.
Hmm.
That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. We really don't have a mage.
I mean, I'm
you
technically
do.
a magic
What
person, but
kind of
I'm in the range to
competition?
competition.
Well, we do have a magic person because we
Well.
didn't really address that in the city. We would have run into. Did we run into Fizzle Whip?
What kind of competition is it?
She's like a magic competition.
Wait, hold on. Do we have Fazzle Whip though?
You do
Yeah.
have Castle Whip.
So we
Which
did not
is-
run into Fizzle Whip in the city this time.
No, you
Oh.
did not. You never run into Fizzle Whip.
Oh yeah, because you guys brought him into this town,
Yeah.
so you never got to town.
Brought Fazzle Whip. Fizzle Whip went somewhere else.
He would enter the magic tournament,
Okay.
and he would fail at the opponents with the rat fail as
Sarcastic spells.
as Bisco cast spells. Yeah.
They are caught off guard and they have no clue what's going on.
I'm back.
People are like, you hear like half cheers, half, what? And but like the third round, you guys are in the stands, kind of in your boxes. I'm assuming you got boxes.
Of course.
Actually,
Probably got boxes.
you came in there with Black Joe. You have free boxes. You're his
Oh,
friend.
sick.
You're
Heck
right.
yeah.
So you guys kind of are looking down and you see like a bunch of people like dressed as rats, and then like that ball game thing that just like you see Fazzle Whip written on their backs. You're cheering.
Wow.
Fazzle Whip.
Wait, Cross, I have a very important question.
Hmm?
Is it Vincent or Victor? Because on the D&D Beyond it says Victor.
It's weird. I heard Vincent. Why does it go to Victor? What the hell?
From my mistakes.
But yeah, with your unusual tactics,
Thanks for catching that.
you win the magic competition. Also, because you have a higher AC than most mages, you can wear proper armor.
True.
So they're kind of just all caught off guard by this magic casting, rat wielding Goliath.
It should be. I changed it. It should update in a bit.
Yeah, don't forget to do your levels if you need to.
But like,
I'm still
you
level 8.
guys-
I'm at
you
100.
You guys would have seen this before.
No,
but
that's where I want him.
Okay.
you just kind of see this owl bear kind of like running, and occasionally this owl bear farts out a fireball, and you're like, "What the?"
I love that.
Or it runs into a wall and surprises itself, and then a fireball.
That's
Yes.
terrifying.
That's incredibly terrifying.
So actually, that is the question. At any point, did Vyzen mind link with the Albin?
Oh.
That is true.
Would
Did
there
you?
have been any reason?
Actually,
to mind
Joseph
link?
would have too at some point, but yes. Do you
Oh,
mind
Joseph
link with
would
the
have?
Albert? Yeah, he would have too.
The Bison probably wouldn't need to.
Because he would mind link with it and go, "Oh, poor thing."
Oh no.
Now Bison has to. Fine, Bison mind link with the freaking bear.
Owlbear, excuse you.
It's bad you like bears. They're fine.
Oh.
It's not about the
Oh.
bear.
Hello, friend. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, do you have any cookies?
No.
How about berries? You got berries? I like berries.
I have tea.
What's tea? Can I eat it?
Technically, yes.
I'll have some tea.
Murdering this owlbear.
Bison would give him tea.
Oh no.
It chews on the tea. I don't like it. It's not tasty.
That is an insult
It's
to
very
everything I
bitter.
believe in.
It's very bitter.
Maybe your tastes just aren't refined enough.
Refined mean.
We're done with this
This
conversation.
is my master. I remember my master. I like him. He keeps me safe and warm.
That's good.
One day I'm gonna get big and eat him.
What?
Oh.
You want to run that by me again, Mr. Bear?
I got. Well, isn't that what you do? You eat your parents?
No.
Oh,
You're saying
so I shouldn't eat him?
No, you should help take care of him?
Oh. Is he broken like me? I don't get to talk to him much. I don't know what he said.
Kind of.
Can you
He's
tell
kind
him?
of. Wait, how are you broken?
That's a loaded question.
Oh no.
Sometimes my brain goes, but no. Okay, I'll protect him, buddy. I'll protect him. You all watch as this owlbear takes this defensive stance. And then it just kind of, and then you kind of watch as it like falls forward onto its face.
With the picture I currently have up, that's amazing.
I just pictured like the dial-up tone.
Sorry.
That's perfect.
Yeah, like
At
as
least like
as
Neil.
it falls forward, you just kind of hear elevator music. Now,
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what you expected, Smath.
I think we're done with this conversation.
goes, yeah, just it goes.
Wait, come
Yeah,
back.
it's that thing's broken,
That thing's broken.
but it's cute. I like it.
I'm so happy I agreed that conversation happened.
Same.
Let's go
I
back
needed to
down
know.
for a long time.
Is this worse or better than Gilbert for Visor?
Oh, but wait, he'll soon know about Gilbert too.
Oh, true.
But yes, so you guys go through. There's a whip, Frazzle Whip wins his competition. Just through sheer chaos. You know, you hear stories about a sand castle competition and how some strange creature won that.
Wait.
Yeah, Cabbage would return and tell you about that.
Let me tell
Actually-
you.
Let me tell you a story.
It was a wild one.
But yes, you're told about the Goliath and his turtle frog.
Wait a minute. Isn't that
I think it might be.
Oh.
Hey Frazzle Whip, is your brother just like you, but with the turtle frog?
Not like me. He's a little smaller.
Okay.
He's smaller.
How much smaller are we talking?
This much. And I point my fingers like about 2 inches.
Haas just looks at the party. I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe that at all. Okay. Okay. But does he have a turtle frog?
Not turtle frog, Gilbert.
Not turtle frog, frog turtle.
Get it right.
Oh my god.
Right. Okay.
All right. Just kind of stand there for a second.
I just blink at him.
You just slowly, like, okay.
Bisco
Whenever.
Hawk has walked away and found a drink.
Yeah.
Where was this happening? Where was this conversation taking place?
Probably back in the tent.
I feel like we go back to the tent.
Yeah, I said you guys would be in like this huge ass, fancy ass tent because you're with Joseph. So
yeah, at this point,
we're just chilling.
He's not quite to Hawk's level, but Ben Burger's been like pretty good friends with a bottle of gin for like this entire trip.
Yeah.
He's considering alcohol. He's seriously considering alcoholism as a career.
Right.
Pretty much. Like, oh man.
I highly recommend it.
It helps.
You know, everything goes without a hitch. There's no big event.
No
Hawk doesn't
explosions.
have a breakdown.
No land sharks.
No land sharks. No wreck size.
You travel back to the city. And then you're called to talk to Crow. As you're walking there, Visor all of a sudden collapses.
Yes.
This is where it happens.
Joe kind of catches him and goes, "Oh, you okay, brother?" Oh, we completely fucking forgot about this. Somewhere on the boat, you would have been given the item unless you talk to your spirit. Cool. So you've been in communication with quite a while at this point.
For like what, weeks at this point, right?
Yeah. Because especially since you're with Joe, so it's like, this is my brother, and then, you would have talking. Yeah, it would probably happen within like a week on that boat. So probably a good month of you being able to have talk to him.
Okay.
Yeah, just for your reference. But yes, you collapse, and then second set of memories. Strength becomes 3. Feel extremely tired and weak.
Oh yeah, you're pretty much like boneless at this point because you're so weak.
Jelly.
Whoa! Okay, what's going on here? What's happening?
You don't look so
Visor, you
good.
okay?
I'm not feeling so hot. What?
Did you see a ghost?
Yeah, you're kind of not looking like it.
Yeah, I'm like gonna go over and like try to like help him up.
Don't you touch me!
Whoa! What's with the hostility, man?
Hey, calm down. Just then.
I like to. What's the
Different?
hostility? I don't know.
I don't understand
Get
myself.
to it, man. You're jumping ahead of the story.
Is everything all right, brother?
I'm fine. I just don't think I can walk right now.
Okay, I'll carry you. And he kind of picks you up. Like
Bridal style.
Yes. Okay, like I'm like pointing like to that. Like, all right, that's okay. I probably couldn't do that. All right. I'm just doing, like hands up, back up.
I just imagine internally.
Yep.
Just like rebelling. Just
like a dog.
I love it.
Just panic.
you see Eleanor go, God,
Bisco imitates him.
now you've gone and made me jealous.
Wait, what?
You're being carried by Joe, bridal style.
And someone's jealous.
No, I just kind of like turn.
Oh yeah, did you guys forget that
Nods.
they're
I remember.
engaged?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember.
Forgot about that.
That's right.
Okay.
They are lovers.
That's funny.
No. If everything's all right, and she kind of looks to Vyzen, should we continue?
He kind of winces. I think I'll be fine for now.
All
Mhm.
right.
You sure?
Yeah.
You look pretty worse for wear.
I'm fine.
All right.
Let's
You say so.
go see what Crow needs, and then, well, I think our friend here needs to lay down. Oh, but yes. So, continue on your way. As you enter, you see Crow. She goes, I'm glad you're all back. And she goes, so, I've done some research. Good news is, I don't exactly think Pride is on this plane of existence anymore. Bad news is, it seems like he's gathered pretty much all of his siblings outside of pieces of sloth, which are kind of just scattered about.
Oh yeah, you guys didn't. Oh.
What?
Kind of like turns to Vyzen. What?
What?
Nothing. Nothing. I think I'm still a little woozy from earlier.
Do you want to sit this one out? I mean, you seem really out of it.
I think it's better if I stay in.
I'd ask if you want a drink, but I know you prefer tea.
Right.
I'm sorry, I didn't offer you guys drinks. Would any of you like drinks?
Gin.
Tea?
The hardest tea you have.
And
The hardest.
You kind of see some shadows.
Tea with boba.
Tea with boba.
We're all like, what?
You see her two assistants, which at this point you would know as Clip and Harmony. Clip being the taller gentleman that you saw before. They're both extremely pale skinned. Clip is a tall. You would almost guess elf. He's like an offshoot of an elf race. But he's very handsome, well muscled. Yeah, but like I said, they as you know they are quote unquote undead.
Mm-hmm.
Undead's
on my trigger.
Yeah. And then
Draw once, great sword. Ah!
Oh no.
Lightning is a short human woman, also fairly pretty, long blonde hair that's usually tied back in like a braid. But they would bring you your drinks. Kind of give you slight bows and then peer back at her side. But so the world isn't exactly in danger quite yet.
Oh, that's good, I guess.
I have a strong feeling they're preparing something. So there is a few things that we need to sort out. First and foremost, I hate to even suggest this, but I am going to need my brother's help. as you well know, we are currently having a small disagreement.
Small's a word for it.
Yes.
Hmm.
Now, originally I was going to find some simpletons trying to figure out what's going on. Try to root out the cause of this. But I actually like you guys, and you seem like a well lot. So, I am going to need your help. I have a strong suspicion that there are other influences at play. Being as I haven't been able to directly communicate with my brother, it's only been through messages, through letter. So, I have a sinking suspicion that he's not the one currently in control of the kingdom.
Interesting.
I'm going to need your help in figuring out A, what is going on, and B, who's pulling the string.
All right, well, we're gonna need access to all the information you've gathered, not just the short summary I'm sure you just gave us. So, yeah, I guess we can get to it once we have all them details.
Yeah, I agree with Ben. We're gonna need a lot more than that.
I said I can get information, I just can't get people into the main city. And that's unfortunately where you come in.
So we need to find our way in.
Yes.
We'll be able to figure it out, no problem.
Well,
I don't know about that part.
Well, I
Might be
mean,
some, growing pains and adjustments we may need to do, but we should be able to do something about this.
Two and a
Right.
half of us aren't exactly welcome up there.
nah.
well, sure, but
Getting past the swords of ever-revealing dawn is a bit tricky. So, and the second thing is, I need to get a hold of, there's a small group known as the Roses, and their network goes much deeper than mine.
Oz's eyes widens.
Now, there are different branches of the Roses, but they have an overarching sort of leader. But over the past few years, she's sort of disappeared. Now that is a problem that can come after we've discovered my brother is, but finding her would greatly benefit us. So those are sort of our two main goals currently. I'm hoping that once my brother's on board, he can shed some light on these things and tell us exactly what we're dealing with.
So we go after the leader of the Roses first?
No, dear.
No?
Go after my
the
brother.
brother first.
Right, okay. Out of character, I was confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if this hidden network is so
Hidden.
hard to find, then it's probably worth actually trying to find them.
I would say.
We'll have a lot of information.
Like I said, I can get a hold of bits and pieces, but the information we're going to need is going to have to come from the top. And well, that Scarlet Assassin's a bit hard to find. Fucking princess. Anyway. She kind of looks through. You all seem tired. Sorry to have dragged you out here so early. Why don't you go get some sleep? And my doors are always open for you. have done me a great service, delivering my friends back to me safely. And I thank you for that.
Lightly bows.
Happy to help.
Well,
Most
and
nods.
Ozzy just goes, well, hopefully we can provide another very soon.
Right.
I am hoping my brother's alright. But if it truly is him behind all this, well, he comes in a bit bruised. I can't exactly argue. Just bring him to me alive.
Understood.
All right.
All right.
Alright. Well, you all are dismissed. Going to try and figure out what I can.
All right, and we'll try to figure out what a plan of attack is going to be like. Also, we need to figure out what exactly happened to you. And looks at Weizen like that was kind of all of a sudden. So let's address that when we can.
Listen.
Yes.
I hope so too.
It's been a long couple days. I think we all just need some rest.
True that.
Are you feeling sick?
I'm feeling mostly fine. My thoughts just seem to be a little jumbled right now, I think. And I'm sure, and he tries to stand up and just collapses back down.
I'm sure of
maybe, maybe I'm not as good as they think, but
Valia goes over to him and looks him over and just tries to, like, ascertain. Being a cleric and whatnot.
Just seems extremely exhausted. You don't detect any sort of there's no real magic there. It's like his body is just drained of basically everything.
Yeah. From what I can tell, you honestly just need some rest. So it's like their strength is just gone for some reason.
You hear Friesen, you hear a voice in your head, NT.
What was it?
Wait, what'd you say?
NT. So it's like I said you need rest, and he goes NT.
Oh.
The voice is very obsessed.
And maybe another drink.
Tea, I assume.
Of course.
You should drink some water at some point too.
I kind of chime in. Well, I mean, there is water in tea. I mean, the whole thing is just steeping like leaves into water. So
You have a very good point.
I don't exactly agree with it, but it is water.
Well, I think you just need some rest, and I'll put some tea on. I'll put some tea on, and I'll bring it to your room.
Tea delivery service. Yes.
You're laid in bed, you rest. You all kind of sit
Valia
around.
delivers you tea.
Yeah.
Yes. Bisco on the side, following the tea.
By your side, for whatever your needs. To Illinois' disapproval.
I'm loving this.
Oh, you do this to your brother, but not for me.
Right? I can see that happening 100%. But that's my brother.
With that, we are going to call it. We are caught up. I guess.
And now we're in the new timeline.
Yep.
Whew.
But
I believe Hawk's gonna pull outside next week.
There was so many references that I just could not understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot. I wasn't expecting as much as what actually. I just hit myself in the teeth with a cup.
Nice.
I heard that.
The lizard thing had to happen. It's just
the lizard thing had to happen. I don't know about anything else.
Are you okay? Did you chip your tooth?
In the mouth.
No, I'm fine.
You have your captain. You Have more allies, I guess.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm entertained at the idea. It's like, yeah, I was just gonna get some simpletons to do the job for alternative Bison timeline, motherfucker.
Yep, he heard that line.
Yep. Oh, that's funny.
Unless she was
Oh,
trying to trick
man.
you into like breaking in there and discovering what was actually going on. You guys are just gonna be bait, given no information.
Too funny. You know what I wonder now is like later on if it's possible. I wonder if like both timelines can converge, and then like old Oz and new Oz meet.
Oh,
and,
hell
like,
no.
Old Ben Burker and
No.
new Ben Burker.
Timeline
We
doesn't
don't
exist.
want that.
I think that'd be really interesting.
It would
Oz
just
would just
rend
die.
space and
Right.
time.
You would just
But,
you would get Oz killed.
True.
Yeah. This
One
is how you
time-
erase Oz.
Yeah.
Well,
At that
for
point.
the most part, the timeline is better.
Never touch.
Uh,
Rule 1 of time travel: never touch your doppelganger unless
Nope.
you want to unravel space and time.
True. Our blades
Understand
clash.
this. While before Pride, because Pride was originally an Oz, it was kind of lashing out and making the other sins. This time, Pride got to choose who became
Mhm.
which sin.
Mhm.
So
that has me extremely worried.
Little bit.
Yeah, he gets to craft the sins.
Particularly.
Yeah, he just worked with what he got before,
True.
kind of.
And now he has options. Tons of
One
options.
option. One of which I drop a subtle hint of.
I sure didn't catch it.
Me neither.
What were we catching?
He said he dropped a
Butterfly.
subtle hint about one of them.
We're catching butterflies, actually. Ignore
Yeah.
them.
It's
Ah,
butterflies.
The only thing you mentioned about was like Sloth being in pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sloth in pieces. So
Assume
What a pain.
Pieces.
assuming that was the
Congrats.
hint, I have no idea what it meant.
no, it was not the hint. Hint was way back at the beginning.
Oh, then definitely not.
Is Rats going to the castle?
It's Hamill.
Actually?
I did not know Hamill was Sloth though in the other timeline.
Hamill wasn't sloth.
He was not.
Didn't think about it either.
There was another king of rats before Star.
There was.
That's
I know. I
right.
can't remember his name at the top of my head, but I know the one who bits Star,
Yeah.
and the fucking gorilla beat the shit out of him.
That was hilarious.
I think I have those in the notes.
His name is George.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was it,
George.
George, and he had like the notes of, and just like Oz is like, oh no, is this what I'm like?
Yeah.
Hatred of children.
Yep. Now Oz is the complete opposite. Very respectful, very understanding.
I want to let you know, Ethan, I rolled for that conversation.
Did you?
Oh, you did? Oh, that sucks then.
Yeah, I rolled low.
It happens.
It was a D20 between 10 and 20. Between 1 and 10 was a bad conversation. To 10 and higher
All good.
would have been fine. I rolled a 9.
Hey, you know, it happens. Let's see what the next conversation is like.
Mm-hmm.
For the record, because they did a lot more stops, and Valia would often, leave to do her own thing.
Okay.
Find establishments.
Establishments. Or
Exquisite
Yes.
establishments.
Led by the moth. The moth knows all the finest establishments.
the moth.
Of course.
Did you meet the did you meet Harlot again?
Oh.
Did you meet the succubus again?
I mean, technically, met her before we even left.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, on the ship. Or before the ship.
Yeah, before
Yeah.
the ship. That would have still happened.
Sorry, I'm slowly falling
Kinda.
asleep here.
All good.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't see anything.
Mm.
Yeah, make your magic items, put them into the requests for the Artificer channel,
Yeah.
and they will be there.
I have a
Otherwise, hold your peace.
I have a rough name idea.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out like what I can and cannot have.
I gotta
other
stop
than,
my
like-
brain from going where it wants to
Neo,
go with the magic
we'll have to
item.
come up with a better name. This is the workshop, but
Okay. I mean,
I'm sending
I
it to you.
really need
Yeah,
to
I
stop
know,
my
I'm
brain
switching over
going
to you.
there.
What do
So
you?
like the only thing I think I missed is I didn't explain Crow's relationship with
Oh, I see what you did there.
Blackjoe and Eleanor.
Like we could come up with a better name than that, but that's kind of what I want to incorporate.
Yeah. Okay.
Because like before, the other hammer we called the Hammer of Dawn,
Yeah.
and that won't work with this.
Yeah.
What did you say about Blackjoe and Eleanor and all that? What?
Never explained Crow's relationship to them.
Oh.
That's fine.
Okay. I think
That's
everyone needs to go to sleep, so I'm gonna actually definitely mute and end.
Okay.
I'll do the
Okay.
Sleep.
All right. We're all caught up now. We're in the new timeline. We don't know if that is the neutral path, the good path, true end path. We'll find out, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we'll be able to explore the different endings later on if they want to. But we're on the current new path now, and things are interesting. Oz is 100% 180 of who he was before, and relationships have changed. Alliances have changed technically, as in like within the group. Vyzen now has his old memories, and we'll see what happens from there. But yeah, I'll have weapons and everything next time. I'll have all my stuff that I need, and so yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Soto Entertainment, so you can see more D&D and all the other gaming stuff that I've done. Twitter is at Soto Entertain M1. I post, but I go live on Fridays. And of course, I stream D&D on Friday on twitch.tv/Oteno. But other than that, that is it. Peace.